Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining us for ESFL 108. We are live, Dino versus Buck Flair. I am Frank No Streaming, and I'm joined by my friends Paroxys and Yuri Thunderdome. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
I am good, my brother. How are you?
Man, I am fantastic. We got Yuri in the booth with us and a great night of fights.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling it today, man. This is going to be an excellent, excellent card. We got 12 big ones here, Frank. Why don't you go ahead and look over for us?
Absolutely. Like you said, we've got 12 fights, and every single one of them has the potential to be a banger. Starting off, we got my favorite username in the ESFL, God Ate My Pig versus ICB Shells. Jamie Bucks versus Feydenator. Elroy Jet. All right. I believe we're back. And yeah, like we said, we've got an absolutely stacked card full of fights. There are 12 of them. I'm not sure if you guys heard me able to go over the fight card rather, but we'll go over it one more time just so everybody has a look at it. We've got Guy That Ate My Pig versus ICB Shells kicking things off. Jamie Bucks versus Feydenator after that. Elroy Jet versus ICB Lepo. Mr. Finnen versus Pablo G. Jakey B versus No Eta. Trixie versus Hammer in the prelims. And then in the main card side of things, we've got ICB Dragon versus EK Masayo, The Spider versus Canio, iStyle versus Rehan, Suave Jamie versus Captain Slack, Get a Bag Chits versus Southpaw, and our main event, of course, Dino versus T4H Buck Flair. Fellas, this is going to be a great card that we've got. What are y'all looking forward to?
Well, me personally, I'm looking forward to seeing the Triple C, aka Suave Jamie. Obviously the main event, the striker versus the grappler. That's always a classic. Also, the return of Spider-Man, very, very unique style on him. And then fight number 9, it sticks out to me. Two guys that really want to wrestle with T4H Rehan and XYZI Style. XYZI Style he's really known for that ground game. So I want to see how those two pair up.
All right. And what about you, Yuri? Anything catching your eye?
Oh, yeah, of course, man. I got my boy Suave Jamie going against Captain Slack. I know Pride picked that one, man, but I got to piggyback off of what he said. Super, super big fan. Got to be a fanboy when it comes to that. And then, of course, man, T4H Buck Flair versus Dino. Come on. This is as good as it gets. What does Conor McGregor say? Styles makes fights. That is going to be a fantastic stylistic matchup right there. And, yeah, I'm just excited for the whole card, honestly, Frank.
Absolutely, man. Me personally, I'm looking forward to Get a Bag Chis versus Southpaw, man. I'm really high on Chis right now. This guy's showing some solid skills, and Southpaw is an excellent test for him. Either way, whoever wins that fight is going to be looking at down the barrel of a big fight in their next appearance. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I believe that we are ready to get into our first fight, fellas. What do you all think?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right,
We
we're
are.
gonna go ahead and check it out. We've got God Ate My Pig versus ICB Shells. They're gonna be in the featherweight division, and looks like these guys are hovering over Conor McGregor and Volkanovski. We're gonna see if that's the pick and the fight that we get, but as of now, still unofficial. We're gonna see what these guys have in store for us.
Yeah,
Gonna
and
be
right
interesting.
away I'm looking at this matchup right here. Obviously, one thing that sticks out, Pride, I'm sure you were just about to say this, but leg health. I mean, that's going to be the big factor when it comes to this matchup. You know, Volkanovski's obviously elite when it comes to those leg kicks, and we're going to see them lock it in. Yeah, Pride, tell us about this matchup real quick, brother.
And one thing about this matchup, it is with the leg kicks, but with the last patch, they did make it to where grapple vantage would make it harder to deny transition. So that's something that God in my pick can utilize as well, with kicking Connor's legs and then taking him to the ground, and it being harder for Connor to deny the transition. So that's something that he personally could go over. But all in all, I highly recommend him to wrestle Conor McGregor, especially with Volkanovski.
Yeah, I was commentating the UFL fight earlier, and we were talking about the same thing. It doesn't matter really if you're fighting Conor McGregor. You got to go for the legs, the body, or wrestle him. You got to take some of the wind out of those sails early. Otherwise, you're in for a bad time.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going for Connor's head will put you in a place you don't want to be in. There you go. Go straight for the takedown, double legs, turn the takedown, and boom, straight to the mat in the side control.
He caught that at a beautiful time. And yeah, like you said, right in the side control, looking to do some damage from the top. Connor's able to get into the half guard, but he's still just staying busy and possibly just looking for a moment to explode. He gets into the top mount. This is already a bad situation for Conor, but so far it's smooth sailing for God Ate My Pig. Every second that passes here is going to be in his favor, guys.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. You got a 3-round fight, and if you spend most of it on your back, obviously Conor McGregor is going to be null and void. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, though, as we get the good posture up, get over into the cage sprawl position. Prioxis, man, if you're Conor McGregor, you know, what are you doing here to try and nullify Volkanovski's wrestling? You trying to force out that shot?
Well, I don't want to say you necessarily force it. You just like the way what he's doing right now is he's just pressuring him, and but don't pressure too much. You know, pressure with distance versus pressure with strikes. You know, the way you can bait out a shot, and you know, have him shoot at air versus, you know, stand in range. But he did shoot again and get him right to the mat.
Good denial there from side control. Now he's able to just get some damage off, and he's looking to just hold this position, do as much damage to Conor as he can right here. He gets a few of those denials, another one, and yeah, he can just start running that stamina down. This is a great position for God Ate My Pig. And it gets better when he gets into the crucifix.
And he got a denial.
Yeah, all smooth sailing for God Ate My Pig at this point thus far. So
2 denies. Yeah,
this is not looking good for Shells right now. He's got to find a way to get out of this crucifix, but obviously that's much better said than done.
He gets out.
He does get there, and now he's in the side saddle, just dropping these elbows, trying to get some punishment, do some damage to that block. Connor's able to get back to the head health. Yeah, it's already starting. Those elbows are already making themselves known. Yeah, Pride. Thank you for drawing that to my attention. That head health is already in bad shape.
But this is what you're supposed to do against Conor. You know,
absolutely.
Don't get an ego. Don't feel like, oh, I have some good striking stats. Conor don't care about your striking stats.
He really don't. 97 and 98 punch speed and power. Yeah, your stats don't matter anymore. Take him to the ground.
Basically, the only fighter I'd say can go, you know, blow for blow with him is going to be Max.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, usually when somebody picks Max, the other person picks Max. But a great denial there from Conor to get that sweep and get back to the feet where now he can look to do his own damage.
And I personally, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that sweep from top mount. That's just unfortunate. You're doing everything right to keep Conor grounded, and then you get swept over. But probably go ahead, brother.
No, what I was gonna say was that was the mistake, posturing up. I'd rather him keep the ground control with just laying there, you know, position over submission, position over damage, instead of trying to posture up and then giving him the opportunity to get back up to the feet. And let's say just right now he catches him with a counter and knocks him down. He possibly won the round. Even though he did a lot of damage on the ground, just got to think about the overall, you know, the fight. Okay, I can just control him instead of trying to posture up and get ground and pound damage off, because I'm probably not going to finish him with it versus just keeping the control time and not allowing Conor to do anything on the feet for the rest of the round.
Right. You know, we were looking at the possibility of maybe a 10-8 there if he was able to keep, you know, ground control the entire round, because he didn't do a lot of damage, but he was literally on top of him almost the entire round. Like, it probably would have been close to 4 minutes control time. So, you know, just like you said, that posture up ended up being the mistake. It ended up getting Conor a chance to get back to his feet. But now we're going into the second round. We're going to see if Shells is able to make the requisite adjustments to stay on his feet this round and do some of his own offense.
But here's the problem. Now that he has Conor head health like this, he can trade now. Like, I know Volkanovski, you know, with the hands isn't as good, but Conor can't eat as many punches as Volkanovski can due to the head health.
Yeah. He looked like
no, 100%, Pry. I agree with what you're saying right there. You got to realize Volkanovski, as he gets the big drop there, jumps into Conor's full guard. Frank, man, this is bringing dangerous here for Shells as he gets the fight back to the ground.
It's not looking good for Shells because, like you said, the fight's back on the ground where God Ate My Pig had all the success last round, and now his head health is low. His block has recovered some now, but it's still not in a great position, especially whenever he stands up and stacks guard. But this might open the door for Shells to get back to his feet. We'll see if he's able to just keep this damage up. Now he's got the feet on hips. We're going to see good denial there. And now he gets the side control.
This is just dominant. This is just smash.
Yeah, a great performance thus far by God Ate My Pig, showing some real, elite level ground game.
This may be it. This may be it. Oh, no, it's not. That backside posture up is no joke.
No, it is not. And he's able to hold him down there. Man, God Ate My Pig is really showing that he is a force on the ground right now.
Let's go, bro. Stay busy on the ground. Yeah, I mean, 3 big denials there from backside. This is bad here as he denies the backpack position. Yeah, I mean, you can't really critique anything God Ate My Pig's doing right now. He's doing everything right. He's not taking a lot of damage from Conor, and he realized that he has the head health and block long-term health advantage, man. This is, as Price said, incredibly dominant performance.
Rocks him again.
Big rock there again.
Good slip there by McGregor to keep out of the way of that left hook, because that could have been disastrous. But yeah, I mean, sorry, go ahead, Brian.
No, I was just saying the problem is it's still Connor. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it is literally still Connor. So one slip cross, you know, an uppercut as he's trying to go to the body, and it could be murder she wrote just like that.
Yeah, but God ate my pig doing the smart thing and taking this fight right back to the ground, just eliminating that risk, Pry. I mean, I doubt he's gonna get knocked out from the bottom. They don't have any Kevin Holland animations in yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smart thing to do. Obviously, you know, round one, oh my goodness, this man is pinging elbows off of his
Oh,
melon, denied his
no.
transition
Yeah, we
again.
just might be about done here, boys. This does not look good for Shells, Yuri.
Yeah, right away, what I'm seeing here is basically just reiterating both of you guys' point, man. This
Oh, yeah,
guy
it's
is doing.
over. Nope.
He
Yeah,
gets
it's
a
over.
posture up from
Yep.
backside. He does get the job done, breaks down that block. Pryox's Frank, man, that was as dominant a performance as it gets. Really a bad matchup there if you're Shells.
Horrible matchup. Like I said, if you want to go Connor, highly recommend you watch Ed Parker and learn some takedown defense, because people are going to wrestle you, especially with Volkanovski. That's going to be their game plan. So if you want to use a pure striker like him or Izzy, you're going to have to get your takedown defense up.
Yeah, I mean, as we saw, you know, solid grappling really changes the entire complexion of the fight. You know, even with takedown defense, God ate my pig was on a mission there. I mean, he seemed intent on getting the fight to the ground as early as possible and as often as possible. And for the most part, he was able to get that job done and landed some great damage to get that finish there, fellas. So it was a great win by God ate my pig.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Congratulations to him.
Right, and looks like we are ready for the next fight. This one's going to be Jamie Bucks versus Feydenator. We're going to go ahead and get that one pulled up for you guys. Looks like these guys are in the lightweight division.
Is this Habib versus Habib?
That's what it's looking like. Who knows if that's
boy.
where it's going to actually end up. But so far, looking like a Habib mirror match, our first mirror match of the day if it goes there.
But the thing is, you don't really see this mirror match. You don't. Yep, never mind. There it goes. Never mind. No need to even talk about it anymore.
We see that mirror match today is not to be.
And they go with the Volkanovski and Poirier pick. This is tough for Poirier. I mean, Volkanovski due to his reach and just his height. And then on top of that, I mean, Dustin Poirier is a problem now. It's like he's been a problem, but with that buff that he just got to his boxing, it's just like not many
He's
guys
even
in
better
lightweight
than
want to
he
box
was
with him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got those nice kicks now, Pride. I can't help but agree with you, man. You're seeing a lot of it here as he goes for the double jab. Yeah, I like this start so far, man. Just taking it slow, really starting to feel things out. Frank, man, we're seeing a good lead hook straight. Is that something you think to counter on the road? Because it seems to be his go-to move.
Yeah, if he does keep going to that well, that is something that is going to be adjusted to, man, because just everybody in the ESFL is so good at making decisions and reads on the fly, it seems like. You know, I feel like if he does keep going to that well, Jamie Bucks will eventually pick up on that. But if he keeps mixing things up, then he could be off to a great start here thus far.
But something I'm noticing, I noticed last time I commentated, is look at these guys' feet when they strike. Every time they're moving forward, and when you move forward with your strikes, you're literally slowing down your strikes instead of sitting on your punches. But he gets rocked right there, uppercut, hook.
Oh,
yeah. When you moving forward with your strike, there you go, nice takedown. Yeah, moving forward with your strikes, man. It's especially when you're already in range. It's a waste of time, and you open yourself up to be countered. Like, pretty sure there's more vulnerability when you're moving forward with strikes versus you sitting down on your strikes.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with you here there. But another thing too here is obviously Dustin Poirier has a very active guard. So there's something you got to be careful even when you do get him on the back, as he denies left to get that backside transition denied. And he also denies sprawl. That's a very, very solid transition. That's a quick hand there, 100%. Posture's up, looking to do a bit of damage. Block looks to be good so far.
Boy.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Ooh, big denial there.
that is because, like you said, Poirier was trying to get to that active guard. You know, he's one major difference between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. Once you do get Dustin to the ground, your work is not done. He can still submit you in a myriad of ways from the guard, as well as the half guard. And I think he also has a Darce from the bottom and side control. You know, he's got a lot of different submission offense, as well as the rubber guard. So
Yep.
you've got to be extremely careful whenever you get this guy on the ground, as opposed to like a McGregor where you just ground him and do your work.
Yeah, that's
But-
exactly what I'm about to say. He has the addition of the rubber guard as well. He is literally denying all of his transitions. They're denying both transitions, but I mean, I'd rather be denying transitions on top than to be denying transitions on bottom.
Exactly. Like we were saying, Dustin's dangerous from the bottom, but Jamie Bucks is doing a great job of being on top of those denials and just
Oh my
getting his
goodness.
damage off, but not doing too much. You know, he's able to stop that transition right there. Takes the back, but he's not going crazy here, fellas. He's not just trying to burn his entire stamina tank. He's throwing fakes in. He's still staying smart here.
So the thing is, what he's doing right now, he wants to get that back flat rear naked choke. I can see that here. But when it's about 50 seconds into the 50 seconds left in a round, chances are your opponent's going to be looking for something like that. So what he should have did is just do strikes. Like if he wasn't afraid for his opponent to do that animation where he'll shake him off top, he should have just do strikes from the position he was in instead of trying to get the back flat rear naked choke, because he wasn't giving that up.
Yeah, probably I can't help but agree with you there. And another option too, in case he does get back in that position, look for him to just go for the rear naked choke from that position. You know, instead of trying to work to back flat rear naked choke, just take the rear naked choke that you got.
But see, the problem. Oh, no, I'm sorry. But the problem is, that rear naked choke isn't as strong. The back flat rear naked choke is probably the strongest submission in the game, as it should be. But you know, the rear naked choke, the back sitting the back mount isn't that strong.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting things. But a great slip there by Jamie Bucks to get some good damage off. Denies that Poirier takedown attempt, but Fade goes for the bail and gets those left hands. Good takedown defense there from him with the roll. A huge front kick that he just ate, though. Ate that like a tic-tac. He's still walking forward, but that head health is not looking good for Feydenator thus far.
And
yeah, this is definitely something you got to worry about too. If you definitely don't want to get into a boxing match with Dustin Poirier, but Jamie Bucks is doing very, very good job of slipping and handling Dustin Poirier's fast hands. I'd like to see Feydenator try and work for some of the kicks that Dustin Poirier does so well.
But also, first of all, Poirier needs to switch stance. Poirier's switch stances, I'm pretty sure, is extremely low. And but Poirier can take him down. He's trying to take him down. He's done all these takedowns. You know, there's nothing. There you go for the standing ghillie. Starts to walking him around. Yep, put him on a cage. Go for the ghillie. Oh, this is tough.
Dangerous here.
This is tough.
Yeah,
oh yeah, but he's escaping. Look at the escape bar. But the problem is oh nah, he's out. He's out. Yeah, for sure. But once you escape, and they walk you around like that, you have to be careful because they drain all your stamina. And if you do get out, a lot of times you'll throw a high kick or a low or a kick to the body because their stamina's low, and they have to choose, you know, a body rock or a head kick rock. Something a lot of players like to use as well.
All around, just a very dangerous position. Poirier goes in for the double leg and gets the body lock takedown. Beautifully done there.
Oh,
and the
arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Yeah, Volkanovski's not in a great
position. And he's on top of the bar. He's on top of the bar. Something nasty.
Yeah, you got a good taste for that guy's submission defense. Now he's really trying to go for the kill here, advancing really far in this submission. And even if he doesn't get it,
he's in trouble here.
This is bad here. Obviously, this is very bad. It looks like he's going to get this submission, Trioxis.
It's over.
Oh, my.
It's over.
Wow,
it's over.
He got it.
Wow, that is tough.
My man is slumped right now. Ooh, stop. Hello, where's the ref?
Put him to sleep.
Oh,
man,
what? That's why. You see the ref? You see who it was? That's why.
He took the evening off. Oh my goodness. He really watched and said, "Oh my God, I'm at work. Let me go get this guy." But yeah, no, great performance there by Feydenator. I mean, he was able to actually get the advantages in those grappling exchanges. And I feel like the beginning of the end was whenever he started sinking in that standing ghillie. You know, he was able to drain off a lot of that stamina. And I don't feel like Jamie Bucks was ever able to entirely recover because he parlayed that into the takedown, which then, of course, brought the arm triangle finish from the side saddle. So well done by Feydenator, fellas. What y'all see in that performance?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm surprised that he even decided to take the fight to the ground due to him being, dominated round one. But he said, "Nah, I might be a turtle on my back, but on top, I'm a demon." So, mad respects to him for that, for sure.
100%. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing when you pick Dustin Poirier, you have so many opportunities to get the job done in so many ways. Excellent performance. Tried boxing, didn't really work out. Tried guard, didn't work out. He goes straight for the guillotine and the arm triangle. Very, very solid.
Absolutely. Definitely a very solid win. Hats off to him for that one. And so for our next fight, we're going to be moving on. It's going to be ICB Lepo versus Elroy Jet. These guys are going to be fighting in the welterweight division. We're going to see what they've got in store for us here. I think that we're going to end up getting a really good fight from these guys. What do y'all have for us on the scouting report, fellas?
All right.
Yeah,
So Oh, you
Go
can go
ahead,
ahead,
Fry.
brother.
Okay, yeah. So ICB Lepo, man, he's a very solid boxer. He's got excellent combos, great head movement and reads, but he's not afraid to go to the ground, and that's something he's gonna have to deal with a little bit here, I'm sure, from Elroy Jet, unless he completely changes his complexion. Obviously balanced approach, but his main priority is get this fight down to the ground and start working there. Pry.
And yeah, I just wanted to throw in Lepo, ICB Lepo. I have did a session with him before, a little training session just to help out his overall gameplay. And I want to see the things that he does that I've been trying to tell him that he does wrong and see if he implements those things. I won't say it now because chances are these guys could be watching the stream and I don't want to give out no free tips, but I just want to see if he makes, the adjustments of the things that I told him of the mistakes that he was making.
All right, so we're gonna see Lepo in action after getting some time with Sensei Paraoxys. We'll see how that helps him out in this fight. Uh, we've got a good matchup here with Ferguson and Burns. Both these guys can do everything. And we're just gonna see who gets off on the off to a better start. Burns in the pocket with a nice 1-2 to get things going. They're both just kind of trading. Burns goes for that takedown, gets the turning, he gets it. He's inside control, but he's got Ferguson on the bottom, so he's not. He's got to be careful at all times.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Rubber guard.
In my opinion, I like Burns has the better boxing for sure. Like Tony has the unorthodox type of strikes, but oh boy, he did not transition. He can go for armbar. He go for rolled him over. Nice. This is the thing. You're taking Tony Ferguson down. Like, understand what you're doing. It's like jiu-jitsu versus jiu-jitsu. So a lot of times those just stay on the feet. But he decided to take it to the ground and he's been reversed. Now he's in his guard. But they're both safe in guard. Like, no matter where on the ground, they're both safe. So it's a matter of skill.
Yeah, this is really just going to be a matter of who is better at this game, because both of these guys have characters, like I said, who can do everything. Both excellent submission, offense, and defense. Great ground game. Both have solid hands. Like you said, Tony's got the more unorthodox. Gilbert's got the better fundamental boxing. But it's just going to be a matter of who's going after it and who wants it more. But right now, Burns is on top in the half guard. He gets into the side control, and he's just looking to do damage and take control of this round. Gets that denial there.
No, I'm really liking what Elroy's doing right here. He's doing a really solid job of keeping Tony Ferguson's guard in check. 2 big denials going into sprawl in a row, and this is exactly what you want to do here. You want to do damage, and 3 denials in a row now for Elroy. He goes straight into the Kimura. Oh, this could be dangerous, Frank.
Yeah, but it looks like Lepo's out, and he just gives up on that. He sees Tony's sub defense is just moving too fast, and he doesn't want to sacrifice the position. Like you said, very smart. But good job by Tony to get back into the half guard. Now he's in a bit less dangerous position.
But can we be honest? Tony wouldn't even tap. Like he wouldn't even tap to the Kimura.
Nah, he'd become double jointed because his son is. Yeah, I really appreciate and respect that reference there.
He would honestly he could get his arm torn off and keep fighting. Good slip there by Elroy Jet. Goes for the head kick just out of range.
Elroy Jet got to be careful moving forward with those strikes, especially those big strikes like high kicks.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to have to keep this fight standing too, you definitely think you start going for the leg, right, Frank?
Yeah, you would think so, especially against a guy like Tony Ferguson who can switch stances at will, can, fight from both sides. You got to make him pick one. And the best way to do that is to destroy one of his legs so he can't even use it. But, he gets a good takedown there. And is going for just some more ground and pound, just kind of trying to salt away this round, maybe get out to a bit of a lead here. He's on top in stat guard. This is very dangerous.
Oh, man. You got to watch out, man. There goes Tony. There goes Tony. Yeah, it's going to be a puzzle, especially on the ground with these 2 fighters. And they look to have equal, ground game versus each other. So something interesting going into the second round. But in this first round, I personally will give the first round to Elroy Jet for sure. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think on control time alone, I'm kind of giving it to Elroy Jet. Plus, he did a lot more damage when he did get him to the ground. Yeah, Proxys, I'd have to agree with you there, brother.
I think we're going to make that unanimous. It's a super close first round, but I do think the Elroy Jet did enough of what he needed to do in that first round, had enough control time to be able to get the judges' nod for that one. We're going to see what happens here in round 2. Burns immediately opens with a spinning back kick, trying to get some of that gas out of Tony Ferguson, who returns with that switch kick.
Oh, boy.
By Burns, he gets that one. Now he's on top in the half guard.
Lepo, he gonna have to just while overall watching, he's gonna have to work on that takedown defense. Every takedown, essentially, he's tried to, Elroy Jet has tried. He's basically got, and that one right there, he tried to deny takedown early, which resulted to him getting tripped.
Yeah, Proxys, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you this question because you know obviously you're the pro when it comes to this. As we see a good turning takedown from back clinch, very smart. What's your best course of action here if you're ICB Lepo? I mean, you're getting bullied on the ground. Keep the fight on the ground for sure, but what do you attack when you are on the feet as he gets back to the feet?
I mean, honestly, Elroy Jet, his takedowns are a bit predictive. So I'd say if he can't deny it off of predicting, just get out of range. I mean, oh my goodness, he's getting
some
smashed, so
good damage
takedowns don't
right now.
matter.
Right.
There's something I'm noticing from Lepo with his transitions. You see, look, I was literally about to say it. Every time he's went to that direction about 3 times now. 2 of them they've been denied, and that, one of them he got out. But he's not getting any grapple advantage. He's been a little bit impatient on the ground. You know, you're Tony Ferguson. You got time to work. Throw some strikes, maybe some fakes, but all in all, everything he's going straight for transition. But he go for a rear naked choke, extremely powerful submission. Oh. But the offense isn't looking that good.
Right. But it looks like, he's
Ferguson's
getting out. Going to be able to get out of this and with relatively little discomfort, we'll say.
That's the thing with the rear naked choke, though, man. You never really know. But yeah, this time it definitely looks like he's going to get out.
Nah, he's going to clutch up.
Or so we thought. Hang on.
He's going to clutch up? Oh
my goodness. Man,
that was so close.
That was much closer than I originally thought it was going to be.
He has a little time of work, so see what he gets back to guard. Does Tony have a leg lock?
I believe he does, yes.
So it's a real good transition he could use. Oh man, good transition denied. You got to be careful. Oh man, look at this.
Going for the arm bar. He's in danger.
Ooh, man. I was just about to say.
Going up pretty fast.
Yeah, for sure. And getting here, he gonna have to hit that slam
here.
Oh, he missed it.
He doesn't get it. Oh man,
this could be it.
This is not good.
Tony doesn't tap, bro. Look, you see the escape? Tony doesn't tap. Tony doesn't tap. Oh,
we're gonna see if that holds up.
Yeah, it's over.
He got the strikes.
Man,
we're gonna see if Tony taps, but this one looks like it's done.
This couldn't be Tony.
Couldn't be Tony. It is.
Nope.
There it is.
But
yeah.
It could be Elroy Jet. He gets it done. Sorry. Go ahead, Yuri.
Wow. No, I'm just saying, man. That scouting report is as accurate as it gets, Frank. Man, that guy was consistently trying to get this fight to the ground and make a very good job doing it. That was elite level grappling there.
Oh, for sure. And what he did there is when you just for future reference to everybody out there, denying one transition in full guard, the arm bar is extremely powerful, as you see here. And on top of that, he's Gilbert Burns, so his arm bars are going to be strong as well. Submissions, period. And that's something he took advantage of. And what was it, like a minute left on the clock? And he's trying to do a transition. Just hold guard. Just wait in guard, Tony, because there's not much offense Tony can do there. There's a lot Gilbert Burns can do in guard. He denied the transition, went for an arm bar, boom, finished the fight.
Just like you said, that arm bar, especially from somebody like Gilbert Burns, is just so dangerous. And before that, when he had even taken, probably quite a bit of stamina out of the tank whenever he went for the backsetting RNC, that's such a stressful position, both mentally and physically on your fighter, man. Like they just, after you get out of those, it almost takes a second to kind of get your bearings back. Like, all right, and you try to figure out your way back into the fight, but Lepo just didn't get that opportunity. Elroy Jet was able to get in with that armbar submission and get the finish there. So congratulations to him on a good victory.
Yes, sir.
We are moving on to our next fight. This is going to be Pablo Grips versus Mr. Finnen. And what do you guys got for us on this fight? What do you have for us, Yuri?
Yeah, I'm seeing Pablo Grips. He's the number 21 rank. That's obviously really solid. He's a pressure fighter. He's not really looking to keep the fight on the ground. He's very solid when it comes to his defensive grappling. And let's be honest, man, this guy's got combos that just rip apart people's head health. And Mr. Finnen, man, he's obviously comfortable, but that's the thing when you get to the ESFL, you got to be comfortable in pretty much every position. But he's going to try to get this fight down to the ground, obviously, with that pick.
Yeah,
I'm not going to cap.
What you got?
Cody Garbrandt, this matchup is like, if he don't get the fight to the ground, good fight.
Yeah.
Especially Pablo G. I personally know him. He's minked me multiple times on Cody Garbrandt. Like, look for him to completely pressure this Henry Cejudo.
Get a mink emote as soon as possible, please. Like, I need that. Like, these guys are ready to go. They meet in the middle. They touch gloves, and we are underway. And immediately, yeah, Garbrandt's looking for those hands.
Yeah, he got to get this fight to the ground. Henry Cejudo just can't compete on the feet, you know. So I'm really, and his back is against the cage. That doesn't help either.
No.
Yeah, like I said, there you go. Turn the takedown. Boom. There you go. Straight to the ground. That's what you got to do. Now, right there, you see what he just did there? If it's me in that situation right there, and I'm Henry Cejudo. Now he did get to this position here, but I'm automatically assuming he wants to go sprawl, because if he gets sprawled, then he puts you in a position where he can go up or go down. You know, if he goes up, he gets up and he puts you on the cage, and then if he goes down, he can put you in side control. Basically a 50-50. So I'm looking to deny that sprawl all day. I'll give him the half guard going up, or maybe even the half guard going the opposite way, and I'll assume he won't go to the get up, which is the opposite way as well. But I'm denying sprawl all day.
He's able to get that posture up, get into the half guard, just cuts through that guard so easily. And he's just getting some fakes in, giving Pablo some things to think about. This is what Cejudo needs to do, man. Just stay on top and stay busy. You know, posture up every now and then, try to knock down some of that head health, some of that block health. But honestly, so far, smooth sailing for Mr. Finnen, fellas.
And that's what he's supposed to do. You see right here, he's throwing these strikes. Pablo G's waiting on him to do something, and he probably would have tried to get the back take or maybe go up with the transition. But all in all, right now, Cejudo, just hold the ground position. You know, this is what you need to do. You don't want to be on the feet. And you don't want to throw that right there. That's the smart thing to do. Throw one strike, get back on top. You know, you don't want to throw a whole bunch of strikes, postured up, and then allow him to get back up to the feet because he slipped a strike or maybe framed the hook and reversed the position.
Yeah, very true, Prioxis, man. He's doing a very good job of what you call intelligent grappling. Not necessarily trying to do a lot of damage when he postures up. Just getting one or two significant strikes can really change the mind of the judges. As we see, he just gets up, doesn't want anything to do with that side control transition. Frank, let me ask you this, brother. I mean, this is so far a really good round for Finnen, but at any point in time, when it comes to Cody Garbrandt's ability to throw leather, man, this completely changed the complexion of the fight.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, I was just about to say, and it's almost looking good for Cejudo because he seems to have a stamina advantage. But right whenever I was about to say that, Cody Garbrandt gets that leather flying and is able to get a huge shot on Cejudo, who is now in defense mode, man. Garbrandt can start to push the pressure, and he might have taken back this round, Prox. What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think he took it over. But I just want to refer back to he made the thing that I literally just went over with denying the sprawl. That's how he got back up to the feet. Literally, if he denies that sprawl, both times he was in that side control position. Oh my
goodness.
Oh, the head movement though.
Right.
The head movement kind of clean.
The movement. Mr. Finnen was hip to the mink mop meat. He didn't let it happen to him. Not today anyway.
Exactly. Now I think Cody won that round. Due to that second rock, Cody won that round. But literally none of that happens if he denies that one transition.
Yeah, people should listen to you more, Prioxis. I mean, you got what it takes when it comes to the grappling stones here. But what we're seeing, Cody Garbrandt's got to be careful with his stamina management. He's really ripping off a lot of combos, and no matter what, it could fall into a position where you're hurt at the end of the round in the third round. But it doesn't look like it matters, man. He is just ripping off combos, Prioxis.
It does matter in situations like that, though. Sorry, bro. I had to jump in
man,
real quick, but
leg.
he's chopping that leg. Oh, my goodness.
He can get a spear takedown due to the stamina, but not now. But I'm wondering, why is Henry Cejudo's stamina or health meter is not showing at all?
Pablo's got it set where he's hiding his opponent's hood.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's fun to watch, but I don't know, man. If I was competing, I'm trying to see everything.
Yeah, exactly. I want the hood.
Right. Well,
and Pablo, you can see that he's waiting on that third strike. That way he can pull counter. You know, that's a real popular thing, especially in competitive play. That third strike, you pull back, counter uppercut, counter hook. It's like perma, well, not perma, but insta rock.
Yeah, seriously. You get some stamina run off with the first two shots, and then get that vulnerability high and pop. There it goes.
Yep.
Man, this has got to be nerve-wracking here, though, for Mr. Finnen. I mean, you know you got your lead leg rocked already. You know, whether or not that was fast doesn't matter. The fact of the matter, it is. And that's exactly what I was about to say. Go for a clinch. Try and slow this fight down as you go straight for the arm triangle. Smart.
And the thing about the arm triangle is, no matter what, even if he gets out, he stays on top. That's the thing. no matter what, he will stay on the top position, which is a very strong thing. The reason why I like these arm triangle. The arm triangle is a strong submission, but no matter what, you know, a lot of submissions, they get out and then they roll you over and they're on top. Nope, he stays on top, inside control, still a dominant position. Now,
He
that's his
advanced position with it.
nice. I was about to say, is he gonna go to the sprawl again? But again, he's not going for the sprawl because he's not near the cage to give him that 50-50 opportunity. Yeah, there you go. Keep the ground control. Don't posture up and get reversed.
I think I'm noticing Mr. Finnen is doing really well. Like you said, Pry, he'll posture up and do a little bit of damage, but he's not going crazy, and he's making sure that he maintains his position pretty much at all times. You know, he's going to throw 1 or 2 shots. He'll see that the finish isn't going to be there. I say that, and then he starts going crazy.
Well, see, I expected him to go crazy there because the time, it's not too much time left on the clock, so he wants to get in some damage. So he's going to go crazy here. And he's just going to hook one side, hook the other side. So that's something Pablo G can pick up on as well.
Maybe he'll be able to time one of those post blocks.
Oh, and there it goes.
There it is, as you say it. Yeah, that's one thing I'm liking out of Pablo G when he is on the ground. He's constantly throwing up those posts, looking to get that sweep as he's dealing a lot of damage from the top of half guard. Good denial there. Trying to advance position at the end of the round. Nothing really a non-factor there. Man, I'm really seeing a lot of good stuff. And as we said in the scouting report, the guy's got really solid defensive grappling. So, I mean, this is proving to be the big X factor here.
Absolutely,
oh, for sure.
Both these guys are really looking solid right now. Cejudo's looking excellent on the ground. And Pablo is not out of this fight by any means. He's landing some big shots on the feet. And, you know, we get the feeling that he's 1 or 2 shots away.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 3 from changing the complexion of this fight entirely.
See, the problem there, if Cody Garbrandt just throws a hook to the body, he probably gets a body rock. He's hitting that, you know, he's getting the rock, but then he's going Cody Garbrandt mode, basically. Instead of thinking logical and just punching his body because he's doing a whole bunch of swaying. He's trying to punch now, go to the body, literally. See what I mean? Why are you continuing going to the swaying? Now he gets back to put on the ground. Punch his body, bro. 2 hooks, and it's over. I promise.
Y'all got
now he's in crucifix.
Now he's in crucifix, and this is what a reversal of fortunes this is. Now he's in the side saddle, but I mean, it's out of the frying pan into the fire because this can happen whenever you're in the side saddle. So,
oh, yeah, but then he won't get this one. But again, it'll put him in side control. Oh my, he's on top of his bar. Something nasty. Bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say
something nasty.
Yeah, that was filthy right there. Good little performance so far. But I was gonna say, whenever he did get in that choke submission, he showed a little bit of promise with full stamina, like he has.
Ooh.
Oh man, I gotta say, Mr. Finnen right here is definitely gonna have to go for a finish. What do you think, guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think he's down 2-0 right now.
Yeah. I think I could possibly see it 1 apiece. And thus far, if you do have it 1 apiece, which is, you know, possible, Cejudo could be getting out to a great start in round 3. Either way, even if you do have him behind, he's got the right idea, looking for these submission finishes. I mean, just looking to try to get the finish any way it'll materialize. But now Garbrandt's back on the feet in his world. He's dropping hammers.
Can he stop going to his head, bro? Punch his body.
Please, Pry is hurting. Punch his body.
Punch his body. I'm gonna message him personally. Like, bro, punch his body.
Ladies and gentlemen, you never want to get a message from Pry Alexis personally after one of your fights. I guarantee it'll be strongly worded.
Oh boy, now he gets he denies the rear naked. Goes back to backside. But yeah, man, this fight could have possibly been over in the first round because every time he rocks him, his body goes, his head goes on a swivel, just spinning. So just punch his body. It's more vulnerability on top of him already being rocked. So 2 body shots, and it's Dunski's.
Man, and another thing too, and we got to say, whether or not this fight goes Pablo G's way or not, I've seen elite level head movement from Mr. Finnen. As I say that, he gets dropped. I mean, goodness gracious, this is Cody Garbrandt. And there it is.
Oh,
wow.
My.
Oh, wow. He felt like he got shot. What a head kick.
Oh, my gosh.
And as you were saying, man, like, you know, good head movement by Mr. Finnen, but man, it only takes one. Pablo G waited for his opportunity. He found it. And when he got back up, bang, it was just all she wrote. I mean,
Yeah.
goodness gracious. He was going for a front kick and that one cleaned his clock, boys.
Yeah. And the
Man,
front
that was
kick, I don't know
vicious.
what it is. If you throw a front kick and your opponent throws a high kick, good night.
GG's. Yeah, it's
Like,
GG's.
I don't know what it is about the vulnerability on that, but it's good night.
Which is interesting to me because you would think a front kick might get there faster just because it's going right down the middle. But also, I mean, that's what do I know? But still, just a great performance there by Pablo G. He had to go through some adversity and walk through some trouble to get there, but I'm sure he's happy with the result either way. A knockout is a knockout, whether it comes 18 seconds in or with 18 seconds left. So hats off to Pablo G. And that was a great fight from him. Speaking of great fights, we are ready for our next one. We've got Jakey B versus No Eta, fellas. Prioxis, what can you tell us about this fight?
Yes, sir. Will be Jakey B versus, I can't pronounce his name, not gonna cap. Okay, so
assuming it's No
Jakey B
ETA, No
has
Eta.
great combo mix-ups and he's a grinder. I like that. So he's that, good combo, good setups, and then possibly can take you down to the ground. And then what is his name?
I've been saying No ETA. I don't know if it's No ETA, No Eta. I don't know.
I'm gonna call him Big N. All right.
Okay.
Big N, dangerous submissions, unorthodox striking, and he's well rounded. So basically, he's that all around MMA mixed martial artist. And I'm interested to see this matchup here. It's just, can he get him to the ground? Can he submit him? And I mean, unorthodox striking versus great combo mix up. So it's that unorthodox guy versus that, more so traditional type of fighter. So something I'm interested to see between these two fighters. And they're already jumping into it.
Yep, we got Khabib versus Tony, the fight that never was. And yeah, we're gonna see if this is more science or art. Are they gonna follow the recipe, or is it just gonna be all over the place, doing whatever, artistic expression and all that good stuff? Early shot
Khabib
from
pulling
Khabib.
Guard.
Yeah, tried to pull guard. Tony was hit too. It doesn't let him do so.
I don't know if it's just me, but these oh my,
Oh!
but these colors are looking a little bit weird.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me. They look kind of washed out, but we're not here to comment on that. The fact that these guys are in the middle just standing and trading, man. I mean, they're
Actually, I know exactly what it is.
What's up?
It's breast cancer awareness. That's what it is.
Okay.
The pink cord, everybody knows that. As he tries to pull guard again, and that is what I was about to say. Habib has that sweep into top mount. That is a very, very dangerous position now, but obviously Tony, oh my gosh, gets denial off of reaction. That is bad news.
That was nice. That was nice.
A top mount reaction going into half guard, that's super dangerous, and that puts Habib in Habib's world. If you can keep away from Tony Ferguson's lower guard, you're in business for sure.
My man is getting smashed right now, though.
Habib smash.
Jakey B is just, this is exactly what he wants to do, where he wants his fight to go. He's fine staying on top, just floating around, and he'll do damage where it comes. He'll take it whenever he can get it, Ferguson's able to get back into the half guard. Now he's got a couple of options here as far as submissions go. He can go for a Kimura or for a twister if he's feeling nasty. But Habib gets a good denial there and is back into the side control. So it's not looking good for Ferguson at this current moment. He's able to deny that crucifix, though, keep himself out of a little bit of harm's way, Pride.
Yes, sir. And he's doing exactly what it said in the scouting report. A grinder. He used Habib, and, that's what Habib does against guys. He grinds them out, beats them up, and just kills all their confidence and then finishes them. So I'm interested. Will that happen in this fight? He is going against Tony. I know this fight never happened, but with Tony's performance against Charles Oliveira, it only makes you ask, what would Habib would have done to him? So will that happen in this fight here? And it's looking like it.
Yeah, another question too. You could say, how much did Justin Gaethje take out of Tony Ferguson? There will be no Tony Ferguson slander in my chat. As we're seeing Tony Ferguson in guard here, using that grappling hand to punch, gets up out of the way from Habib. But that's the thing. We've seen Marshall Mind do this before with Ben Askren. You could box with anybody in UFC 4 Prioxis. You're the best boxer I've seen in a long time. What do you got for me here so far?
Nah, oh my goodness. I have smash. That's what I have for you. I have takedown smash. That's it.
Takedown smash. Yeah. Tough to beat that, of course. Frank, what are you seeing? Who wins this first round as we got 30 seconds left in it?
Just like Pride, Icy Smash.
Smash.
Jakey B go in there. He do what he has to do. He's on top. He's smashed. He's just taking will away from other guys. No, he's just on top of Ferguson, man, like a wet blanket. He got this top position and just stayed there and just has continued to do what he's pretty much wanted to do. Even in that little, there was about a minute left in the round. Ferguson was able to get back up, and he just took him right back down, man.
And being a fighter, or a ESFL competitor, it's a killer when you go and you lose the first round and you lost the first round. So now you kind of get desperate to win a round. You do stuff like that, get pull counter.
Oh,
so I'm interested to see, how does he transition over into the second round? Does he get nervous? Does he get taken down? That's what happens.
I was gonna say that said, Jakey B looks incredible right now, man. He's just on top of this grappling. I mean, Geary, what can No Eta do right now?
If I'm a No Eta here, man, you got to be unorthodox. You got to do what Tony Ferguson does, man. I got to see some flying knees, because you try and get into a boxing match with Khabib, you're losing that matchup, obviously. Not in real life, but in this fight, it is. You got to do something unorthodox. I'd like to see, maybe a spin elbow. The tracking on the spin elbow is vicious. He's just coming out here throwing hooks, being very basic, getting pull countered by Khabib, and there it is, taken down again.
Oh my goodness.
Man, throw a flying knee. Just be Tony Ferguson for a little bit. You can do it. Role play just a bit as he denies crucifix. Good denials here, though, from Tony Ferguson. I mean, he has the Darce choke. You got to be careful. This is not something you could just fall asleep in Tony's guard.
Correct, but I mean, to your point, he's got to start doing Tony Ferguson things, right? He's got to just reach into that unorthodox book. Specifically, you were talking about the spinning elbow and how it has great tracking. It has fantastic tracking if you follow it. If you do it right after you do the upward, the 6 to 12. If you throw the spinning elbow after that one, not only does it have crazy tracking, but it does excellent damage. That elbow there, he heard me. If he can combo that into a spinning elbow,
there goes the spinning elbow right there. Oh my goodness! Oh, what the head held. Oh man, it may be over. It's over.
Man.
Good night.
Goodness.
Good night. Wow. Tony stiff. Look at his left arm.
Oh my goodness. What a performance by Khabib right there. That was, Jakey B was on top of that, and that was an excellent, step into the Khabib simulator, man. You were talking about Tony needed to role play a little bit. I feel like Jakey B had his Khabib hat on, man. He played that just how he needed to. He was able to smash and avoid damage, fellas.
While we're here, Frank, can I get one more Russian accent from Khabib to say he does what he does? Just give me some more Russian accent, man, to make me feel better about him getting crushed like that.
I feel like my best base is smash this guy. I go in there and I smash. It's what I do. I'll clean it up a little bit. I got you on next stream, Yuri. It's gonna be
spot on. Pryoxis, go ahead and tell you what you think about that fight, man. I got a good feeling. I know what it is.
I won't say smish. I'll say back to the drawing board.
100%.
For my man Tony Ferguson, back to the drawing board. I'm not sure if he watched my fight versus Marshall Mine, but there was this counter that he did every time I shot a double leg and I canceled it. He didn't do it one time. You want to just hold down right bumper on Xbox and insert the rear kick button. On PlayStation, it's R1, Xbox right bumper, and every time you'll get the trip of your own, and you will always beat your opponent's trip. That way he can no longer do that double leg cancel into pulling guard mix up into the hip toss.
Pryoxis is pro tips. So yeah,
that is
stick around for more of Prize pro tips coming up.
Yeah, I hope you guys got a notepad here, because this guy is giving y'all free smoke for free. All we do, guys, and look, I gotta do this. I gotta plug the ESFL. Go ahead, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that YouTuber, all that Twitch stuff. We're giving you this stuff for free. We just hope you guys have a fantastic time listening to myself, Yuri Thunderdome, obviously Frank, and then Pryoxis, the GOAT. This is just really solid stuff here, guys. We really appreciate y'all stopping by.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For all of you. And it looks like we're ready for our next fight. This one is going to be Trixie versus Hammer. And we've got these guys in the bantamweight division. We're going to see what happens with this one. Looks like we've got a Munoz pick, and Trixie's hovering Jan. Yep, looks like he's going to take it. And
hold on. Guys, quick question. Have we had a mirror match today? I don't think we've had one mirror match.
I don't think we have.
I just ruined it, because we're going to have one now, but Up until this point, we have not had one mirror match I have respected. I really respect this Pedro Munoz pick.
The
Absolutely.
question is, will Piotr Jan throw the knee? I mean, come on, can we talk about that? My goodness,
Oh,
what
boy.
a blunder there. But yeah, hopefully he doesn't throw that illegal knee. That could get dangerous, of course. But yeah, as you said, Pry, that Pedro Munoz pick is bad as they touch him up. Pryoxis, take it away, brother. Big slip straight.
Yeah, the Pedro Munoz pick, it's basically you're saying, I want to kick your leg. Like, there's not too much Pedro can do as far as, Belter Jan. I'm not 100% sure what his leg health is, but he switched stance. He's in Southpaw with Pedro Munoz, which is quite weird because I'm pretty sure his switch stance is bad. Now he's getting meat mopped.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a questionable decision at best. Trixie is putting on the pressure thus far.
But Trixie's also in Southpaw with Belter Jan, so it's weird.
Yeah, but
Oh, my
Jan's switch
goodness.
stance is like a 98. It doesn't matter. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
See, I personally don't use, but oh my goodness, somebody help
Oh.
my mans.
Please,
Oh my.
bro. Pride, jump in there. Help him.
Oh my, can you cue up the
Oh, my.
my man is getting smashed right now.
Can I get it one time, Pride? What's he getting?
Oh my.
Oh, my. Pride, what's the treatment he's getting? I need to hear it from you one time.
Man, the man's getting meat mopped. Oh my goodness. Is this
Oh,
over?
my good. It should be.
Somebody,
Oh,
Throw the
wow.
towel in if he's. Oh, my
somebody
goodness.
save him. Somebody save him.
This is done. I mean, okay, it's not,
Jeez.
but it is. I mean, he's letting him up.
He
Oh,
stands back
no.
up. Look at the head health. They've been fighting for 2 minutes. And look at the head health. But oh, Trixie
Great
gets to the
takedown
ground.
there. Is this what he needs to get things going? Jan's able to get into the sprawl, but Munoz can turn it around here if he can get some solid top pressure and do some damage. I feel like that's got to be imperative number one. Being in the sprawl is fine, but you got to get to a position where you can do some damage because right now he is taking it to you.
Yeah, he's getting beat up bad. Look at the look at the block. One. Look at the head health too. My man is literally like his body feels like he's been through a 5-round war and it ain't even been around yet.
I mean, that's what Piotr Jan does, though, Pryoxis and Frank. I mean, that's what he does. He comes out there and he brawls, and he's always looking to get into car accidents as they stand him up here. Minute 30 left. They touch him up again. I got to be honest. I ain't touching your glove after you just beat me to hell like that. And he's throwing that hook there. Got to be careful not to get pulled. What? That's it.
Whoa!
Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa.
My God, that was amazing timing.
My.
Jeez
That was
Louise.
Oh,
filthy.
my goodness.
Listen to me when I tell you, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Trixie, that was mean. What did he do to you?
Yeah, that was
That's
just
all I want to know.
flat out
Oh
disrespect
my
there.
gosh.
Oh my goodness. Trixie really just came in here and went crazy. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blow smoke where it doesn't need it, but Trixie really came in there and literally did what he wanted to. I mean,
Yeah.
what else do you say? I'm sorry, Hammer, but that was a great performance by Trixie. That's going to be one he can put on his highlight reel, boys.
Oh my goodness. And guys,
Man.
check this out. If you have not liked up the stream, respectfully, go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. If you're on Twitch, guys, or YouTube, man, be sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you have no notifications, man. You don't want to miss these fight cards. Also, if you're on the side of Twitch right now, go ahead and follow, and if you feeling like you got some cash in your pocket, man, go ahead and subscribe up, man. Become a subscriber today.
Absolutely, man. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on, especially in the Twitch chat. We got pre-fight predictions where you can win some of those virtual bids back and get some of these channel rewards, man. But we've had an excellent card so far here. We're about halfway through it. We just concluded the prelims with an astonishing finish. Trixie versus Hammer. Trixie did everything. And looking at the second half of this fight into our main card, we've got ICB Dragon facing EK Masayo next, followed by the Spider versus Canio. XYZ iStyle versus Rehan is going to be after that. Suave Jamie versus Captain Slack. Our co-main event is going to be Get a Bag Chiz versus Southpaw. And then, of course, our main event, DynoMMA, taking on T4H Buck Flair. We've still got 6 incredible fights for you guys coming, live off the presses, man. And this is as good as it gets. These are some of the best competitors in the world, man, going out there and just putting it all on the line for your viewing pleasure. So much respect to these guys and the things that they do, fellas.
And up until this point, guys, what has been your personal favorite fight? Mine, I'll tell you right now, is Habib Smash. Like literally, he took Tony to his world drowned him, and then went home.
Yeah, I really like Mr. Finnen versus Pablo G. Whenever we had that one, because it was a lot of back and forth. Finnen was doing a great job on the ground, and then Pablo just did Pablo things and got that Cody Garbrandt uppercut and finished it off, and put a real.
We're going straight into the matchup here. We're going to get Ripper versus Spider. Ripper coming in as a late replacement, so he might not have had the opportunity to warm up. So this is going to be interesting to see. He's a very contact striker. He's in your face 24/7, not looking to go anywhere to grapple. But again, everybody's got to be able to grapple. And then right here, Spider. Everybody knows that he is a very solid elite striker. He's going to be fun. He's going to be creative. Frank, take it away, brother. We got Holly Holm versus Chris Cyborg, the animal herself.
And I got to be honest with you, fellas. I think this might be the first competitive, women's MMA fight that I've seen in the ESFL or the UFL in all my time commentating. So this is very interesting. Thank you for giving us this, Ripper and Spider. But yeah, starting things off, both gals just looking to kind of find their range. And Spider's working that body early. That could pay dividends going forward, Pry.
Yeah, for sure. And in this match, I'm surprised. You think Cyborg would be pressuring Holly Holm, but right now it's Holly Holm pressuring Cyborg. And the problem with that is when you allow a kickboxer of that caliber, like Holly Holm, to press you, now she controls the pace, she controls the distance, and basically it's going. Oh my, she's at the head kick. I believe that was a question mark as well.
Mark was beautiful.
It's like you can't allow Holly Holm to push the pace on you. It's just like in real life, if a kickboxer is, controlling the pace of the fight, they're not going to gas because they know how to pace themselves. So I personally think, and then on top of that, Cyborg hands. You don't want to kickbox. I'm not Cyborg. Yeah, you don't want to kickbox Holly Holm. You walk her down like she did in real life. Literally, just walk her down. Her hands can't compete.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with you there, Pry. I mean, Holly Holm is just a pretty Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Not calling Stephen Wonderboy Thompson ugly, but you get what I'm saying. Is we're seeing a very solid matchup up to this point. I mean, based off of what you're saying, Pryoxis, you're basically saying that you cannot get into a kickboxing match. We all know this. And if you're Spider here, if you're Chris Cyborg, you're trying to get in the face. You're trying to do damage. You're throwing elbows. You're throwing hooks. Would you agree with me there?
Well, yes, but no. Don't get me wrong. Chris Cyborg has some mean kicks. But with this matchup, your advantage is the hands, and you want to run with your advantage versus being cocky and fighting in their world. Walk her down. You're Chris Cyborg. You have the power advantage. I'm not 100% sure about the speed, but the speed isn't too doesn't matter too much, especially with Cyborg's power.
Yeah, absolutely. That power is a great equalizer, man. I mean, we've seen it in real life. If a fighter's got enough power, it doesn't matter if somebody's a better fighter than you. If you hit harder
Derek
than
Lewis.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
True, very true.
Like years, you go years on years on years, training just to get hit by one punch and sent to the moon.
We're still looking for Overeem's head.
Yeah, good luck. You won't find it in the UFC anymore, unfortunately.
Won't find it on the planet anymore. But right now we've got Cyborg is, as you said, Pride, now taking your advice, marching forward, just staying on top of Holm, trying to crowd her so she can't use any of those kicks effectively. And I think it's a good change in strategy. What about you guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the best bet. I mean, like I said, it's the hands. Cyborg hits like a truck. I mean, just look at her. She's built different.
They say Wanderlei Silva with a dress on. Yeah, I mean, Dana White said it. Excuse me. I know that might have been offensive, but yeah, I'm definitely seeing really solid work here from Spider. If I'm Ripper, I'm not getting cocky here. I'm not trying to sit here and outbox Chris Cyborg. I mean, you lose that matchup. We just got done talking about Derek Lewis. So yeah, I mean, this is who are you giving that round to, Frank?
Man, it was super close. I might give it to Holly based on octagon control. That's how close it was. I mean, it was. It's hard to
Yeah, it could have went either way.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have went either way for sure. And Holly, right now, you see, she's doing honestly, Holly Holm is doing way too much boxing. I'm pretty sure Holly Holm has a push and side kick. Pretty sure she has front kicks, leg kicks, calf kicks. There's no kick. Like her specialty is kicks, and she's sitting in the pocket boxing with this marauder, Joe Rogan's voice.
Yeah, like you said, she's in there boxing with a marauder, and she just needs to sit back, man. Just throw some front kicks, get some space, catch her coming in with some of these crazy kicks that Holly Holm has. She's got such
Oh,
power in her feet. You've got to utilize it. But man, Cyborg is firing back after getting a good slip there. And if you're the Spider, you got to be feeling pretty good about this thus far, because it seems like whenever you go exert your pressure, you're able to have success. So I mean, if you're the Spider, what are you trying to do to continue keeping this up? A good minor slip there to get out of the way of that side kick.
the thing about the Spider, he trains with Dino MMA. Like if I'm understanding, the Spider is the person that taught Dino MMA a lot of the things that he knows now. So all the flashy combinations and stuff like that is, is something you don't want to give someone when they're comfortable. When they get comfortable and they get to throwing those combinations, it's like over for you. She got rocked right there. See that right there? Jab to the body, lead hook up top. Not a real flashy strike, but how often do you see someone throw a jab to the body, lead hook up top?
Right. It's not something he's throwing things that, perhaps Ripper's not used to. I mean, these are just, I
But
don't want to say unorthodox, but
he
just
just
not.
showed me something mad cool. He threw the push and then threw a front kick. So it was basically two pushes. He pushed him and then threw the rear front kick, which pushed him again. It was actually interesting.
Now Price got his notebook out. That's the best part about ESFL, man. There's something that everybody can learn here.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely got to use that.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying too, that push got to be better at being light on your feet here. I mean, you're playing into Chris Cyborg's game a little bit too often. You're doing a good job of doing that, what I call soft pressure, but I mean, it's not working at this point. You got to throw more kicks. I don't think I've seen a lot of kicks out of Ripper. You got to use your lunges. Obviously, you're throwing hooks there as well, but I mean, you're just playing into Cyborg's game. And one thing I'm seeing out of Spider, he's doing a very good job of disguising it as losing, but he's really being dominant
Oh, he
at the
gets
same
rocked
time.
it.
There it is. The
Oh,
kick.
If he threw that
huge.
kick,
Oh
that's a
man.
flash.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity there by Ripper. We'll see if he can capitalize. Now he's just trying to get it back a little bit and maybe forcing an unforced error there. If you're Ripper, man, one thing I'd like to see him do more of is play the footsies. Go in and out of range, try and draw something out of Cyborg so you can capitalize with the big kick, either to the head or to the body, to maybe take away some of that stamina. You
And
gotta do
that's
something.
exact. Oh, she gets rocked again. And that's something a lot of guys don't utilize, especially if I'm using someone like Wonder Boy. Holly Holmes, she has real high footwork. Use the dashing in and out. Like use Mighty Mouse, and his footwork is insane. How fast they move inside and out. It's like you can bait people into throwing stuff.
Definitely, because people, they get used to timing you coming in, and so you change that rhythm up a little bit, and you can play with that change in the rhythm. But as of
Exactly.
now, it just seems like he's kind of, keeping the same patterns with the footwork.
And I'm noticing that the Spider, if you flick your left stick up or down, do those little small hops. That's something Ripper can be using at his advantage, throwing kicks to the body. Because I mean, you're Holly Holm, you're Holly Holm. Your hands aren't what your bread and butter. Your bread and butter is your kicks. Even though she was a professional boxer, you know, her kickboxing is way better than the boxing.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
falling into. Sorry, go ahead.
you got to avoid playing the Muay Thai game with Chris Cyborg. But one thing I am seeing here, I'm kind of seeing a fighter like the Ripper selling out right here, realizing that he very well may be down in this fight. So you got to go out there, get the finish more than likely. One thing to look at, Prioxis and Frank, again, before I pass it back over, is you got to deal with the block health here if you're Spider. So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Spider seems to be doing a better job though of using a little bit of the footwork and the movement as opposed to relying as much on the block. Right there, she just did a great a great slip to get out of the way of that, as opposed to worrying about just using the block. One thing I'm noticing, Ripper's
Oh,
kind of suffering from some Jose Aldo a little bit. That was a huge front kick. I'm a little bit behind, but she's suffering from the Jose Aldo a little bit. You have fantastic kicks, but you want to get caught up with the boxing. I mean,
mm-hmm. You don't use them when you really should be using them. On top of that, her back's against the cage, so it ain't like she can, get out of range. She's right
right.
there.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with you guys. I mean, the two rocks that Ripper has got are come from kicks, front kick, and then your question mark kick. It should be telling you that, hey, I'm doing something right when I'm throwing these. But I
Oh,
guess you're
gets
just kind of
rocked.
worried. As there it is, she gets rocked again.
Yep.
Goes
Big-
to the
mm.
feints to the body, lead hook to the head. Oh my goodness, yeah, you're correct about this guy. He's very flashy, very creative.
that is one thing I'm noticing about Spider. The creativity is just on full
Oh
display.
my
It's a thing of
goodness.
beauty to watch, honestly. Oh my
Oh,
God.
that combination was sleep. That combination was nasty.
Oh
Please, I
my
hope they show the
goodness.
replay again. It was a 4-piece. This, I believe the second strike rocked him. Then the next strike killed the block, and then the next one just dropped him.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
whole finishing
goodness.
sequence was gorgeous. I mean, if I'm trying to process it back in my mind before the replays come up, but it kind of looked like she slipped and then threw the hook, and then the uppercuts came, and there was a lot of fists, there was a lot of faces getting hit. That was very well done.
Yeah, basically. It was like it was just clean. Overall, just clean. But
Right.
that's the Spider, like I said, he trains with Dino MMA. And if you guys know Dino, man, even though Dino's probably a little hurt, so hopefully he don't fight emotional today. He's probably a little hurt because Izzy is his boy, but man,
Yeah,
those
I mean,
guys are
that was just
nasty.
elite level striking there. Both sides really, obviously we were tough on him, but man, he did a good job of being a good striker with Holly Holmes, not able to get the job done. Chris Cyborg playing the Muay Thai game with her is always a hard thing, 100%.
For sure. For sure. I mean, like you said, gave it her best effort, but there were just some things. Fighting Chris Cyborg's an uphill climb, no matter how you look at it. And
Oh yeah.
Ripper just didn't have enough to get it done. But props to him for stepping up on short notice. That's never easy, especially against somebody like the Spider. So hats off to both competitors, but it's the Spider who reigns victorious today.
Yes,
So
sir.
we should be right. We should be going back. We're gonna go back to fight 7, which we ended up skipping. We got confirmation from the truck, and we've got Papa Lemur stepping in to fight Masayo. So this is gonna be interesting
Oh
because
yeah. Oh yeah.
I've made it no secret. I love watching Lemur fight because I love watching those leg kicks, man.
Those
So
leg
it's gonna
kicks
be
is
fun to
disgusting.
see
I
that
love
in
leg
action.
kicks.
Man. So we're gonna see if Lemus is able to fall back to his patented strategy of take a leg home. If he's gonna be able to get that done today. What do we have on the scouting report for these guys, Yuri?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we just got done saying that Papa Lemur is very solid when it comes to being aggressive and working those leg kicks. Obviously, the guy knows what he's doing when it comes to that. And based off of what he's going with that Gilbert Burns pick, he's going to have a good amount of power, and he's going to be able to grapple. And if it does stay so, obviously, Tony Ferguson, he's Tony Ferguson. So you got to be careful. Mako, he's one of the counter strikers, but he's also more than happy to take the fight down to the ground, which again, we've already seen this matchup one time. So, this is going to be a solid one. It always is a good matchup, Burns versus Ferguson. I mean, this is great stuff.
I'm interested to see why he went with the Gilbert Burns pick. I know Gilbert Burns does not have the great leg kick animations. I was assuming he'd go more so with a RDA type of pick, or maybe even Masvidal. I'm pretty sure Masvidal has the good kicks as well, but interesting going with this kick. Maybe he's, instead of leg kicking, he's going to do more calf kicks. So, that animation is the same on no matter what fighter.
And that's, again, more pro tips from Priotis. But yeah, if you that's one thing I realized with playing Dustin Poirier a lot. Whenever they added those, if you're fighting as a guy who doesn't have great kicks, the calf kick is the same for everybody. So feel free to sprinkle that.
There we go. Anybody want to start up a kick counter?
That's one. I'll go ahead and put tally marks if you'd like.
There goes two.
Yep.
Yeah, but right now Tony's doing a smart thing when it comes to low kicks. Being someone that loves to low kick, so I understand the just of them and the counters of them. When you want to go against someone that wants to just straight up low kick, either stay in range where the kick does no damage and you do exactly what Tony did there, and counter him as he's doing a low kick, or you get completely out of range where they have to move forward with a combination or with a low kick, and it's easier to read. And you see here, he's just pressuring him. He's literally just pressuring him, which is a smart thing to do. Oh, countered him.
Got his own leg kick in there. Oh, but a beautiful pull counter. I'm just a touch behind.
Oh my goodness, the pressure.
Oh my.
Calm down though, brother.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to really sell out when you're going against the high-powered Gilbert Burns 100%. And one thing I found interesting, knowing that you're going against a leg kicker, why you go Tony Ferguson, who has very low leg kicking stats? Do you just kind of deal with it and hope that high-level switch stance takes you home, Prioxis?
Well, see, yeah, the switch stance, that's the most important thing. But man, Tony can pressure, and a lot of times people are comfortable. Oh my goodness! Oh boy!
Oh, the big elbow on top of it. Is he gonna finish?
Oh
Masayo's
look at the
looking
head
in the
help
night right there. Lemus gets out on a prayer, but those knees are not going to help him at all.
Yeah, the pull counter. The pull counter. Look at the stamina now. On top of that, on top of Tony being able to pressure, and that's a lot of people comfortable pick. It's the stamina as well, man. And then the head health, you got to think about that as well. Like, it's so hard to put Tony away. I don't know how often you guys play Tony now, but Tony is still hard to put away. Oh,
still Terminator, but that pull elbow will definitely help him out a lot.
And here it is.
Oh, here goes to Gilly.
Uh-oh.
Here goes to Gilly. Oh, man, he can't panic, though. He can't panic. It looks like he's going to get out, though, but he can't panic.
Yeah, it looks like he's able to get out of that. Yeah, and Lemus
you see the stamina. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of times they do the Gilly and you get out. Oh, he gets rocked.
Now he's rocked again. He's in bad shape here. Lemus is looking to fire back. He was in some trouble there early in the round, but he's looking to get his own momentum going. And like he's trying to turn the tides of this fight. Go ahead, Brian.
No, it's hard to put Tony away, and a lot of times you will gas yourself out, literally punching his face. And as you see, look at Lemus' stamina. It's not looking good, especially for a fight versus Tony Ferguson, man. I've done this countless amount of times. Rock Tony, try to finish Tony. It don't work. And then you're in round 3, and you huffing, and he's just walking you down.
Man, I mean, seriously, that's the thing about Tony. You need a gun. You need a gun. They need an update. They've got all these, all these cosmetics in game. Give me a gun for Tony, because that's the only way to take him down and keep him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that 97 recovery stat, I mean, it's as overpowered in this game as the standing guillotine, some would say. Like you said, Bryoxis, you cannot put away Tony Ferguson. And that's another thing, too, you see he's dealing with, and it's hard to submit him because he's such a good, jiu-jitsu player as well. So, I mean, this is a tough spot for him. Even when he's winning in this fight, I'm saying it is a tough spot. How crazy is that? That's just what happens when you pick Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Masayo has shown some.
Ooh, that pull elbow was nasty.
Beautiful.
I was gonna say Masayo's shown some skills though, especially with the pressure. I mean, he's very much still in this fight. This could be anybody's fight going into round 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Also, unofficial tally: 8 leg kicks from Lemur in the first round. So he's having a slow
10.
There's 2 more.
Yeah, and Masayo, he just has to be careful right there. Ooh. See, he got to be careful with even the second strike. A lot of times it's a third strike. But you got to be careful with this. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Crossing
he caught him when he was going for the knee. That was beautifully timed there. Now Lemus is looking to. That spinning elbow was dangerous.
Oh, he caught him with the cross as he was trying to spin.
It's like you start talking about one thing that happens, and they go do something else crazy. I love this fight so far.
All right, this is a back and forth war.
You absolutely expect fireworks when these two guys match up. It's inevitable. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing here too. This is where it gets difficult because they're at this crossroads where it's like I'm scared to take him to the ground and I'm scared to go to the ground. I need to just keep this fight standing as he gets a beautiful spin elbow, pull elbow right back at him. My goodness,
what is
these
going
two
on?
Are throwing leather. Frank, take it away. My goodness, that was
I don't know if I should take it away because I can't make words right now. Yuri, so much is going on right now. Like you said, these guys are going back and forth. It seems like as soon as one of them's getting an advantage, the other one cracks him. He's rocked, and now we got another thing to talk about.
These boys is throwing.
Absolutely, they want it. They are going after it. I'm personally loving to see it.
Yeah, we have the luxury of seeing both of their
he called him going for the lean back.
Oh my gosh, man. How many rocks? How many drops?
That was a beautifully timed body kick by Masayo.
He keeps making a mistake. He pulled the second strike. Oh my, here we go.
Now he's dropped. Oh my God, what is happening?
Oh my goodness. Man. He throws a jab. Maybe throw some jabs and then a jab feint after that. Okay, Tony, get out the pocket. He's walking you down.
Oh my God, he doesn't have stamina. He's still just dropping him. Like,
my front kick. It's his turn.
All right, so here comes another rock from Burns, we can assume.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one thing I'm looking at here, I think it's very glaring. We have the luxury of seeing both of their HUDs. Lena's got to be careful with his stamina here, man. You don't want to get put into position. You see how difficult it is. So difficult to put away Tony.
Masayo's head health is done, and I think his block is too. It looks like Burns is able to start getting those bleed-through shots. So, I mean, this is a lot for Masayo to have to juggle here for this last minute, trying to survive to go into round 3.
Oh, look at the stamina. You can look at the stamina, but the head health. He has enough stamina to throw off 2 strikes, and all it takes is 2 to get the rock. Oh, rocks him again to the body.
Beautiful body, and he gets the drop from it.
Oh my goodness, smash, shmish, shmish, shmish.
He's gonna survive this round. Watch what I
look
tell
at
you.
the
He's
stamina,
gonna make it
though.
out of the ground.
Sweet.
Oh, nice reversal.
See him
Oh, my
posture up, do a
goodness.
little bit of damage. Smart there, getting out of that top mount. My goodness, now, here's the question, Prioxis Frank. Tony Ferguson's head health was low in that second round, but that 97 recovery is 100% going to come into play. It just is.
For sure.
Here, I have a better question for you. How are you scoring that?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
gosh.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, this could be a draw. I know you can't get a draw on UFC 4, but we'll have the fans decide. This is fight of the night. Up to this
my
point,
goodness.
100%, no question. I mean, my
that's
goodness,
easy.
guys. This is as elite striking as it gets. Having fun out there. You can just tell these two guys are having fun, but there's so much on the line, Frank.
Man, my palms are sweaty, bro. I don't know how they in there doing it. Like, so much respect from both guys, and from me as well. I'm giving them a bow too. Fantastic fight, guys. And we're just gonna see who goes out there and takes over, because I'm not gonna hazard any guesses as to who's ahead, who's behind at this point. We just know Masayo has low head health, Lemus has low stamina. Let's see what happens.
And all it takes is one.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if he'll get another rock. Like if he gets a pull counter, I'm not sure if it'll be a rock or if it'll be a flash KO due to the head health just sitting there blinking.
Very true. That's where you're having the problems now, as he gets the rock himself.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
Here comes
where
the
it gets
spin.
bad. Ooh.
Lemus is about to do something nasty, and he's gonna get his own rock. I can smell it. That said, Masayo looks like he's not even trying to get in the pocket. He's just getting his shots off and moving. But as I'm saying that, now we got Lemus back on top. So of course Masayo has to get up. Now he's gonna get a knockdown because I mean this fight, man, this fight.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, at this point, does the stamina actually matter?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. You're able to get off a 4-piece at this point with the stamina that he has, so it shouldn't matter. Obviously, unless you duck a kick, but that could be any point in time. If I'm Lemus, I'm definitely not overextending here. I know I got this fight in the bag. His head health blinking. I'm just being careful, real short with my combinations, and there it is, just leading 1-2, 1-2, drops him with no.
Oh my, he gotta move his head. You're blocking. Oh my, of course,
Of course, bro.
It wouldn't be Tony if he didn't survive. He might as well did a roll.
Right. Yeah, I needed Tony to hit that Dark Souls roll there, and it would have been peak Ferguson.
Oh my goodness! Now this is the thing though, with Tony Ferguson, the current stamina on Gilbert Burns, if he gets a denial, his stamina's gone.
He had the opportunity there. Prioxis postured up. I really would have liked him to just get up there. Oh, this is where it is. This is where it gets dangerous.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna get the roll into top mount.
I personally think he should have went for a submission there.
I would agree with you normally, Pride, but Lemus's head health is also so low at this point that you've almost got to just, try and finish him out. I mean, you just got to do what you can at this point, man, because I don't know if he's got enough time on the feet to be able to. I don't know. He's got a minute. He could work. Yeah, if I'm Masayo at this point, I'm probably just getting up.
Oh, my goodness. This fight, though.
What a fight.
Masayo's got to. Oh, he's kind of laying down. Not something.
He's doing the Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, you can't blame him either. You probably got this fight in the bag. If all he has to do is back up, it's going to kill a little bit of time, but the time will stop and he will stand him up.
Oh, I don't think it will now. I think it's too late now. When it's a certain time, it won't do the stand up anymore.
Oh, will it not? I actually didn't know that. So Pride's teaching me more and more as we go.
Oh,
along.
no. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
what?
Here's my question.
Oh, my goodness.
What was stopping him from doing that 15 seconds ago?
I don't know. That's a great question.
If he already accepted fate that he was going to lay right there for the rest of the round, you might as well just jump on him right there. But honestly, I couldn't tell you who won this fight.
We did. The crowd won. We won the fight. That's it. I mean, that's a Stephen Bonner Forrest Griffin war, man. Both those guys just went in there, laid it all on the line, and gave us a hell of a show. And I know that I'm personally thankful for it. Whoever wins it, man, you earned it.
Tony Ferguson looks a little upset. There it is, Gilbert Burns.
Oh, Gilbert won that one. Lemur came in short notice.
I mean, hey, that's what you get out of the ESFL. We give you non-stop action. Goodness gracious. Fight of the night. I know it's early on in the year, but that very well could be fight of the year. It's going to be tough to beat that one.
Listen, it's in the conversation. It has entered itself, and I mean, wow, that was. I don't know about everybody else. I'm going to be talking about that one for some time, man. That was an excellent scrap. I'm ready to watch that fight again. That was a lot of fun. But even better, we've got more fights for you. So looking next down the ladder, we've got, I believe we are
got
on
an interesting
Rehan
one.
versus Styles. And
This
one
is gonna
gonna
be
very
interesting.
Man, this is, especially if we get the fight that we're looking at. They're hovering over Jones and Blachowicz. What do you have for us on these guys, Yuri?
Yeah, I mean, do I really need to say a lot about the former PlayStation player, T4H Rehan? I mean, I think we all well know this guy, but for the fans watching at home that haven't heard about this guy, he is a menace when it comes to UFC 4. The guy's going for submissions. That's it. Period. He's good. He's really solid at submissions. Obviously, he's going to work on his ground game, become more of a ground fighter. But you know, his go-to really is his submissions and Styles. I mean, this guy, he is a pressure fighter. He
We gotta
loves
jump straight
to
into
throw.
the match.
There he
gotta
is.
give
Yeah, I
all
love
of-
it. Jones versus Teixeira.
Yeah.
That fits both of their styles so well. Frank.
I got to give all the respect in the world to Styles for busting out Glotex in competitive, man. Like, I love Teixeira personally. I love using him in light heavyweight when I'm playing ranked, but you haven't seen too many people use him here in the ESFL. I have it anyway, and I'm just happy to see him getting that chance.
And I don't know why.
I don't either. He's a monster. He's a little slow, but I mean, that's
Like,
it.
that's my if I'm going light heavy, I'm using now Izzy is there. I'll use Izzy, but Glover Teixeira 100% is my main guy. Like when the game first dropped, I said Glover Teixeira feels very good. Like I don't know why not many people use him.
I don't know, man. He's got everything in this game. I mean, he's got solid, heavy hands. He doesn't have great kicks, but he's got an excellent chin, fantastic cardio, and whenever you need to, you can get the fight to the ground and just do damage. Speaking of doing damage, he's doing it.
The question is, have you actually played against a Chuck Liddell?
Not very many good ones.
Oh my goodness, that man hits like a truck.
The problem is his chin is shot, so like I feel like anytime you throw some front kicks and it's all good. But these guys are trying to meet in the middle and get busy right now. Jones goes for the first takedown of the fight, and it took a minute and a half. This is Rehan. Are you surprised it took this long to go for a takedown?
Oh, he's tried. He's already tried multiple clinch attempts, multiple takedowns, and this is what this guy does. When it comes to taking the fight down to the ground, he is 100% relentless, as we see Styles get a good denial there. Yeah, I mean, this is probably your best bet to just kind of stall out right here and hope for a stand-up because, he's obviously going to go for that patent Rehan rear naked choke. Prioxis, you being a big fan of the RNC, what's the defense here as he moves to top mount? I'm sure we'll see that position again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got to watch out. Rehan has a really good top mount as well. He gets him in the arm bar. Oh, boy.
Glover's got to be careful here, man.
This might be over. No? This is close. It's all about who hits those flicks at this point. It's going to be about who hits the flicks, man. Oh, he's panicking. I feel like he's panicking. You see how his bar gets big like that. Oh, yeah, this is over. This is over. It's over.
It's looking like it.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, he went risky. He went high risk. High risk, not very high reward because he'd be going into just guard, but high risk trying to get that cage push off in the guard. And he did not have to transition, and he paid for it with the armbar finish.
And there it is, the empire that is T4H strikes again. I know we got Star Wars fans in the chat. Hey, you don't like it? What do they say? Get some sub defense. That is as good as it gets when it comes to the submission game. Man, that's super tough. Prioxis, how do you feel about that matchup there, brother? Obviously a bad one going to Shara.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But the thing is, when it comes to that matchup, I'm not too sure about XYZ Styles' bottom game. I know on top, personally, side control, I've been there with him, and it's not a fun place to be. But it looks like he needs to be working a little bit on that ground game. But really, it isn't just the ground game. It was just the decision making. The do I want to go with that reversal? Was it worth it? Versus you just stalling out on the ground, not allow him to deny transition so powerful like that, and came back and bit him.
And, we've seen Rehan do that to several people, man. Just relentlessly go after, getting to the ground. And then once he does, he tries to find a way to get that submission, got it locked up, and got the victory. That's how the cookie crumbles. And, we're just gonna move on to the next fight, man. We've got coming up next. We've got Suave Jamie versus Captain Slack. These guys gonna be fighting in the lightweight division. Triple C himself. Yeah, exactly. He's entered the building. He's ready. He's doing his warm-ups. We're about to get Triple C in the building, ladies and gentlemen, against a very game opponent, Captain Slack. Proxys, what do you got for us on these guys on the scouting report?
Oh yeah, I don't even have to look at the scouting report to tell you about Triple C. Not to just super gloat about him, man. Triple C literally conquered Xbox, went over to PlayStation, conquered that. Epoch, Xbox conquered that. The man is overall, a demon everywhere. And then we have his opponent, Captain Slack. He makes good adjustments, which is very smart, especially going against someone like Suave Jamie. You need to make good adjustments, well-rounded, which is another thing, and then good combos. But the thing is, don't let your combos get you in trouble. Because Suave Jamie he has a very good pull counter. I personally know Suave Jamie is very good on pull counters, but he's going with the Max Holloway pick, and he's going against Dustin Poirier. This is just a matchup of just straight up boxing. Kickboxing could be used from both guys, but I'm expecting this shit to be straight up boxing.
Man, if you're Poirier, I'm immediately taking it to the ground personally because I know the Max isn't the best off his back. So
for sure,
I'm not even trying to play around with that. But Jamie is content to get in the pocket, mix it up, and he's throwing some. He threw a nice body uppercut there in the opening exchange. But Holloway's trying to keep him at bay with that jab. Gets that oblique stomp right there. Goes for another one. Looked like he stomped on his head a little bit there with the animation.
And I'll give it until about. I give it 350. Jamie's going to start shooting. Jamie is pretty sure if you guys don't know, he's well-rounded everywhere, but he likes that ground game, and he has a nasty side control, and I'm pretty sure he drops him.
Oh,
pretty
wow.
sure he knows. There goes the takedown. Yep.
Right, almost at 350.
Right on cue.
352
My goodness.
was when he started it. So Pride knows something we don't.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You hear about Suave Jamie, and automatically you think the body uppercuts, the Conor McGregor play. But I mean, the fact of the matter is this guy is as well balanced as it gets, and we see an ill-advised backside attempt there. Gonna see a posture up here from Suave Jamie. Yeah, I mean, Triple C is a Triple C just because he can strike. He's very solid all around. Max Holloway getting to full guard.
Yeah, you don't do anything in the ESFL unless you can do everything in the ESFL, if that makes any sense, man. Everybody here who has had success is so good at every facet of this game. And the fact that Jamie has been able to go everywhere and win a championship basically just shows you how much skill he actually has. And right now he's taking some shots on the bottom, but he's just hanging out in the full guard. Max can hit him as many times as he wants, but that's not going to win him the round, not being on the bottom like that.
Oh boy, side control.
This is it.
Jamie's side control is disgusting. And they get one transition denial.
Oh no.
I'm telling you right now, it's just there goes two.
Yep.
Oh,
he's just getting free damage off right now.
Oh my god.
3 denials. Go ahead and get your tally marks up again here for Frank. How many denials he gets inside control this fight, man? Because this is elite stuff. Far.
Also, Lemur finished with 15 leg kicks, so it was a slow night at the office for him.
Yeah, 15 is a slow night. How about that? Yeah, I mean, Captain Slack's doing the smart thing.
Nice.
I know you're dealing with stall out right there. Make Jamie make the first move. Don't go for that transition. Smart there. Now he's got backside. Like to see Jamie see what he's going to do here.
Nice.
Ooh, smart. That's a really good denial right there. You're thinking for that drag takedown, but he denies the backpack. 50-50. There you go. You picked right.
Problem is, I don't want to see Captain Slack try to, get this round back. The round's done, Unless Jamie makes a huge mistake, which chances are he won't. You got to just conceive the round.
That's such a good point. Yeah, I mean, that's a really solid point. You're not really no reason to go out there and risk any more head damage that you've already accrued based off the drop and the side control elbows. And here it is. He goes for the big, nasty head kick, maybe trying to steal a knockdown there as we move on. 5 seconds left.
Oh, my
good head movement. And there it is.
Oh, man.
Gets another drop to end the round, Praxis.
Why is my man sitting here checking the fight stats? We know you won. We know you won that round, brother. There ain't no reason to check them fight stats.
Oh, no, man. It was close.
Barely.
No. But, yeah, no. Jamie just came out there. I mean, could that possibly be a 10-8? Because he had, 2 minutes of control and 2 knockdowns?
Due to the UFC, the game, I'm going to tell you right now, that isn't a 10-8. Should it be a 10-8? 100%. But you can get 4 knockdowns and you won't get a 10-8. Oh my goodness. You ain't got to worry about 10-8s when you get meat mop like this.
Man, what's a scorecard? We're not going to get there.
It's looking like the actual fight. That's what it's looking like right now.
It does, because it seems like every time Poirier is hitting him, man, you just see such a huge reaction. He's getting rocked on almost every big shot that lands. I mean, Slack's in trouble here. He's got to find a way to get things going, man. He's got to try to put his own pressure on, and I don't know. How would you do that, Pry?
It's gonna be tough. Like it comes a part of a fight where oh my, he's so lucky he got that. I don't know how they didn't connect.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. The tracking on that one kind of hurt my soul because
that should have connected. That should have connected. What I was saying, it comes a time in a fight where it's like unless you catch a Hail Mary, chances are you're not coming back. And this is one of those fights. Look at the head health, look at the body health. Unless he catches Suave Jamie with something slick, then chances are it ain't working. And Suave Jamie, being a veteran, you see what he does, takes the fight to the ground. Could he win on the feet? Yeah, of course. But why take that risk when you can go to the ground and control him and do what you ended in round 1?
Exactly. I mean, this is the path to victory with the least resistance, man. I mean, you're not in any danger here whenever you're on top of Max Holloway and side control. He's not going to darce you, so you can you chilling. Like,
exactly.
As long as you do enough to not get stood up, which he has been doing to this point, you have nothing to worry about from this position if you're Suave Jamie.
Yeah, and inside control there too, Frank. Even if he did have a darce, Jamie would probably deny it there. This is elite level stuff, man. And this is what makes Suave Jamie so dang good, is he gets a naked denial there. No grapple advantage, gets the half guard denial. He never, at one point in time so far in this fight, let Captain Slack get anything going. He never gave him the opportunity to start working downhill, and this is just domination at its finest.
Yeah, for sure. Even there, you see Jamie just like waiting, giving him the chance, seeing if he's gonna do anything. Then he gets to his own denial and then is just hanging out, man. Jamie's not. It almost seems like he's not trying to finish. He's just taking his time. There's no risk here.
Yeah.
He's just posturing up every few seconds to make sure he doesn't get stood up, dropping 1 or 2 shots, going right back down, just hanging out. Because at this point, everybody knows that there's nothing the Captain Slack is going to be able to do at this current moment to win this fight. He's got to just wait till round 3, come out like a house on fire, and see if he can, make something stick in the 3rd round. But right now, that's 2 rounds in the drain, and in real life scoring, it'd be 2 10-8s. What do you do going forward?
Like I said, it's not much you can do. You got to start throwing Hail Marys and understand it. It's do or die. There you go, something like that. You got to do it.
I mean,
there it is.
To the body.
Gets the rock again.
It's a smart thing. Whilst Jamie, now honestly, could he finish this fight? Chances are, but it's the smartest thing to do is to not put yourself in a position. Right now, the fight is Jamie's to lose. So those 2 shots to the body, just simple shots to the body, the stamina's missing, nothing major, gonna continue to tax him, continue digging a hole. Don't chase the finish, just let the finish come to you. And chances are it's coming in the 3rd round.
And look at Suave Jamie talking trash through his UFC 4 emotes.
No.
I mean, this is what makes that guy just such an animal. This is why he's my favorite fighter in the ESFL. I know I got to show an unbiased perspective, but man, Suave Jamie is an absolute demon.
Well, we won't tell anybody you said it, Erie. It's just you, me, and Pride here in the booth. Nobody's even listening, so it's fine. But these guys, man, I mean, Slack is doing everything he can, but Jamie is just on a different level, and he is showing that. He goes right back to the ground. Like you said, Pride, he's just hanging out. Just not even,
right. But at this point, what did Captain Slack do to Jamie?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He even hit him with the close one in the quick chats. I don't
like. What did he do to him? Why is he not just finishing him? He literally wants to just beat this man up.
I think he's going for the performance of the night bonus, if I'm being completely honest. Just being utterly dominant the entire time. And like I said, never had anything going. I mean, goes back into side control. I don't even think he's going to go for the finish. It seems like he's just having fun.
Seems like he's proving a point right now. I don't know what that point is, but damn it, man, you proved it. All right, like he's already dead.
It's looking like maybe Jamie's trying to show these, the ESFL competitors on the Xbox side. I mean, he was the season 1 champ, so maybe he's like, I'm back, and this is what I'm going to do to everybody.
We'll see. So far, so good. That's for sure.
How many times have we seen it, though, guys? Like, I know it's very, very unlikely. We've seen multiple videos of people playing with their food and getting, get paid for it. You know what I mean? As he goes for the
trying to
Stockton slap. He might even understand that this fight may be over, but and there it is, Big
Jamie,
Rock.
please. Come on now, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you got. This is getting bad. This is just getting embarrassing too. But again, as I was saying, man, you absolutely cannot play with your food this much. As he finally gets the big Stockton slap, this may be a turnaround in the fight. Goodness gracious, this is dangerous here. I'm not even joking.
A mountain of damage.
Yeah, don't even joke about this. I mean, Max Holloway is a demon in his own right. You know, anybody who uses him completely changed the fight. But yeah, this is looking ugly, man. Is he gonna go for it?
He probably won't even go for it. He's probably just gonna drain his stamina, get it all the way there, and then let him go. Because that's what he's been doing this fight. He's just been like, all right, I can finish you whenever. All right, cool. No, we're just gonna hang out here for a second.
Oh man, did you guys see that there? He got the chain, but his opponent bar didn't go big. Why? Because his opponent probably let go of his stick. That's when I wanted to go back to the Zaya versus Goat fight. When he got the chain, Goat was already moving his stick, which resulted into it, exploding and basically becoming full screen. I'm pretty sure that's like a bug.
Ladies and gentlemen, another one of Prize Pro tips. Whenever you get caught with that chain, take your hands off the stick. Can we get a little thing at the bottom knee there with Prize Pro tips? Get a little ding that pops up, and somehow, some way, this fight makes it to the final bell. But we all know that that's because Jamie wanted it too for whatever reason.
Yeah. I just need to know what Captain Slack did to Jamie. I don't know if that was trash talking before. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, they fought like they had some beef, and I mean, is it squashed? Did you get it out your system, Jamie? That's what I want to know.
So do you feel better? Yeah, he has to feel better after that. I mean, that was just a classic shed whooping. And look at Dustin Poirier's ears. He's got the Shrek ears going on, and Max Holloway does himself. Let me ask you guys: is this yeah, this is awesome. What? That's honestly hilarious. Shrek ears going full swing. I gotta imagine that's a 30-26 there for Suave Jamie. Interestingly, Suave Jamie only had one Shrek ear. Max Holloway had both. I wonder if that is something to tell you, hey, I got the unanimous decision or not. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. How do you say it? Probably go ahead and say it for me real quick. You do it. No, yeah. I mean, that very well could be performance of the night. That is as tough as it gets, man. Like,
bro, what's up with his ears, bro?
Actually, I have a little insight on this. That tells you whether or not it was a unanimous decision if you get the Shrek ears. So, just giving you guys a heads up.
So now we got Yuri with the deep conspiracy on the Shrek ears. I see you.
Hey, I'm not going to sit here and let Prize sit next to me and school me in this game that I know very little about. Yeah, man, this is as tough as it gets. I mean, that very well could have been performance of the night. I wonder if him playing with his food a little bit too much will come into effect. But, man, as far as performance of the night bonuses, that got to go to Suave Jamie.
It's hard to look past that one.
But you got to remember, how does it go to Suave Jamie when you go Suave? If you think about it, Suave Jamie didn't finish him. Yeah, he could have, but he didn't. Go back to that Tony Ferguson fight. And Habib literally took him, smashed him.
He's got a good point there, Yuri.
That's a very solid point. Yeah.
On top of that, how else? I got another question for you. How can you make that one fight of the night when we still have 2 fights left, including our co-main event, which is going to be slated for Southpaw versus Get a Bag Chiss? I'm excited for this one, man. Chiss has been coming in. He's been looking solid in his ESFL, outings thus far, and I'm looking to see, how far he can go with this thing, man. I'm not trying to throw any bias or anything, but Chiss has looked solid, and I'm looking for another solid performance from him here. But he's got a very tough test in Southpaw. What do you got for us on these guys, Pride?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Chris, man, he is a dominant grappler. Khabib like pressure. Oh, my goodness. And he actually is okay with standing, too. And I don't know if you guys seen his player card, but it was Khabib down there, man. And we go to Southpaw. Me personally, I don't even have to read the scouting report. I play this man a lot in ranked. He is good in striking. He'll even take the fight to the ground. He likes to clinch you up. This man is overall a complete mixed martial artist.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help but agree with you. We all know Get It Back Chris, man. He's a grappler. He's gonna go Habib and he's gonna smash. But this is bantamweight, so we're gonna see a Henry Cejudo pick. Yeah, man, this is as tough as it gets here for Henry Cejudo. We've seen this fight so many times in ESFL. no matter how good the other player is, TJ Dillashaw gets the job done. So let's see if he can defy the odds here. Going in, going to try and pull guard. Good defense there from Southpaw, Frank.
Yeah, excellent defense there. He was trying to go for that pull guard sweep into mount ice. But Dillashaw does a good job of defending and then gets his own takedown with the hip toss from the collar tie. So now this is an interesting position to start things off. We got Southpaw on top, and he's looking to get his own damage off on Chiz. But
the question is,
what's the question?
Why would he get up?
I don't know.
Like, I understand you're comfortable on the feet, but why get up and give him the opportunity to now take you down? You got to think about those things when you're fighting. Like, why stand up when you can control him and possibly win a round?
Right.
And now he's getting put on a cage. Like, you got to think about these small sequences. It's like, it's the small things which dictate a fight, right? So now, if you think about it, he could have been on top right now, still, but now Cejudo's on top in side control,
and he's denying. So I mean, it's not looking good for Dillashaw right now. He's able to get back into the half guard, but yeah, like you said, why would you just give him that opportunity? Especially because I didn't see anything in that particular instance that would make me think, all right, I need to get up. You know, I mean,
exactly.
just hang out down there a little bit.
And Henry Cejudo's submissions are terrible. His bottom game is terrible. Now, he has amazing top game, but Henry Cejudo's bottom game is not all that. He doesn't have much threats.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with you, Paroxys. I mean, you know, it's not like you're worried about Henry Cejudo sweeping you over or anything like that. But now we see TJ Dillashaw has a very active guard in its own right, so you got to be careful. Looks like he's going to go straight into half guard. I know he has the Kimura in half guard, something to think about at least. But yeah, Henry Cejudo's ability to just be a dominant top guy, it's very dangerous here, and you probably are kicking yourself for standing up.
Yeah, exactly. It just, like I said, this is the highest level. You know, there's stuff you can do in ranked that you can't do here, and you know, giving up quality time, you know, with control, just to get back up to the feet, to get taken down, it's like a huge mistake.
Very
we'll
true.
See if it comes back to bite him, or to what extent it comes back to bite him anyway, because right now he's still got Chiz on top of him. And yeah, he doesn't look like he has any intentions of just letting Southpaw up.
Exactly.
He's being heavy on top, laying the pressure on. He's looking solid right now.
He does get back up, but the question is, what does he do now that he's back up? You know, he can put himself in a position where he could right there get countered and possibly, you know, put himself in such a deeper hole and gets to take down side control. Oh man, not too much time left, but all in all, if you think about it, you go all the way. It's like small sequences will make a fight, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and TJ Dillashaw actually has really solid wrestling in his own right. I mean, it's not something that you're afraid of. But hey, look, you made that decision and you essentially gave up a round for it. So now you got to come back. You're down 2 rounds, and this is something you have to think and you have to materialize. You got to go out there and win this fight. Process, obviously, staying away from the ground game. How does he come back?
I mean, he's fine. Like, if you look at the health stats, everything's fine. He just has to. There you go. Oh, we did not take down. I mean, everything is fine. He doesn't have too much to worry about. It didn't like he took a lot of damage. He just got controlled, and he lost the round. So we got 2 more rounds to do work to get a finish or possibly, you know, win a decision. But all in all, you can't keep making them same mistakes.
And like you said, Pride, especially when it comes to ground time is money. I mean,
yeah.
you don't want to just throw it away. He had the opportunity. We keep talking about it. This will be the last thing I say about it, I swear. He had the opportunity to basically do what Chiz did to him that entire round. Chiz had 3 minutes of control time. That probably would have been significantly lessened if Southpaw never stood up.
Ooh. Oh yeah, for sure.
Wow. A huge flying knee. He ate it like a Tic Tac.
Nice.
That's impressive. Huge body lock takedown from Cejudo, and now Chiz is looking for this to be more of the same. He wants it to be a repeat of round 1. Wow.
Chiz must have denied. He probably was looking to, you know, preemptively deny something else.
Yeah, I almost say he has to be, because you don't see people get away with that one up here too often.
That's a risky transition. That's one of them free crucifix if he get denied transitions.
Yes.
Here it is right here too, and this is obviously where the 2 fighters are separated in the stand-up game. And if I'm TJ Dillashaw here, you know, if I'm working as well as I am, Southpaw has to do a good job of when he does get the opportunities to do damage.
I don't. Explain it. Make it make sense, Pry.
I don't get it. Like, I understand you want to stay on the feet. Don't get me wrong. You could want to stay on the feet, and he is piecing him up on the feet, which that may be the perspective that he's looking. He's like, I'm good on the feet. But, oh my goodness. But what happens when he takes you down and then controls you? It's like you got to think about the little things. But right now he is getting pieced up, and it's kind of like that with this matchup. With the TJ Dillashaw, you know, I'm a Henry Cejudo main. I've said this before the last commentary that it's extremely hard to outstrike TJ, and that's with anybody in that division.
Seriously, he's a problem for sure. With the striking,
Nice.
I don't know who can really hang with him in this division.
TJ Dillashaw can. As we see him go for the takedown there, smart, trying to drain a little bit more of that stamina. He goes for the takedown again, gets it. Now, maybe he's trying to get back some more of that control time that he might have succeeded, because striking-wise, he definitely has the advantage. Gets the denial there. Posture up, do some damage. Yeah, I mean, this is as intelligent as it gets. You'd hope he doesn't, right? Gets it in the half guard, gets the denial. Smart there. You know, the end of the round's coming up. Just pre-deny up, and he does that. And going into the second round, I think he might have won that second round, though, based off of the damage that he did. The control time necessarily wasn't as bad as it was the first round. So it's going 1-1, in my humble opinion. Frank, what are we looking at here?
That's
great.
1-1 to me. And we're just gonna see who's able to take that lead here in this third round. It's very important. And we see Southpaw got the hands low. He's trying not to get taken down.
And this is the smart thing to do.
Yep.
Secure the round.
And stay here, please.
Ooh, dangerous denial there.
You know, there's a chance on the feet that you can be caught with something, but on the ground, on top, who has lost a fight? You know, I mean, there's some people have lost a fight. Don't get me wrong. I believe was it Carla Esparza that lost her fight, and she had a lot of control time, but she didn't do anything on the ground. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Southpaw's trying not to worry about that. He's just wanting to do some damage and, steal this round, hopefully get a finish on the way. But right now, I mean, things are going as he's planned. Minute and a half off the clock here in the third round. He's on top, in a good position here, and just trying to stay busy and keep the ground and pound going here, guys.
Exactly. And Southpaw's a vet, and not even just a vet of ESFL. This man has been around. I remember fighting Southpaw in UFC too. So he's been around. He has the overall experience. So he knows, I lost round one for sure. Round two, I won, and then we come back round three. What's the easiest way to win a round? In his eyes, it's going to be with control time and grappling. So utilize that. I mean, how much minutes does he have in control time now?
Looks like about 2.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, Praxis, I can't help but agree with you there. I mean, that's a really veteran move when it comes down to it. You get some of that control time wiped away from the first round, too, if the judges look at it from a broad perspective. And I'll just reiterate this point as well. I mean, TJ Dillashaw has really solid wrestling as he gets the denial in top mount. Always a dangerous denial there if you get it. And it looks like he's just going to be smart, build up a little grapple advantage, get the posture up. And even if he misses those strikes there, Frank, he's doing a lot right there. He's breaking down that block, and eventually if he does go and try and sell out for a finish, not that he has to, it's going to pay dividends at the end.
Yeah, and even if he does miss those, like you said, the ones that do land are all significant strikes. You know who can't throw significant strikes right now? Henry Cejudo, because he's on his back. So,
exactly.
I mean, that's just one more thing that's going to lend itself to the judges' scorecards. There are a lot of grappling heavy rounds. You start looking at the stats at the end of the round, you see one guy's thrown he's landed maybe 6 significant strikes, and you're like, oh, what? But the other guy's landed 2. 6 is more than 2, and that's what the judges see. So
and here's your chance if you get it back. Never mind. As I say that, he gets swept back over into side control. Attempts to go to the Kimura, perhaps just kind of wasting time. I don't blame him. You definitely have the lead in significant strikes, and you might have even wiped away first round's total control time if the judges decide to look at it from a broad perspective. I mean, I can't help but say it again, Paralysis. You
ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. He's slave.
Wow.
He's slave.
I mean, yeah, no. One way to not worry about the scorecards is just throw them out the window. Just finish them. Just get it out of there. But, man, fantastic performance by Southpaw. Fantastic performance by both guys, honestly. Let's just go ahead and get that established. But Southpaw, whenever he actually decided to stay on the ground, was a force to be reckoned with, and I mean, really just imposed his will there at the end in the third round, fellas.
For sure. I'm surprised he got that finish, but I mean, even if he didn't get the finish, the fight was his. But man, mad respect to him. Like I said, a veteran move, and he is a veteran. This man plays his game a ton, high level gameplay. When you got high level experience, you'd make high level decisions. Like I said, round one wasn't a great decision with the things he did, but round two stepped it up. Round three, veteran mode, and got the finish.
Exactly.
Yep, 100% there, Prioxis. And we are moving on, Frank, to the main event. We have 170 people in the Twitch chat, 185 in the YouTube chat. This is what you guys have been waiting for. Frank, take it away, brother.
And first of all, shout out to every single one of you watching this on Twitch or YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed the show, but we're not done. We've got one last fight to get this thing, to really put a stamp on this thing. That's going to be DynoMMA versus T4H Buck Flair. And these guys are super high level. What do you got for us on them, Pry?
All right. So Dino. Dino, this man is the embodiment of Israel Adesanya. Everything Adesanya is Dino, but the thing is, he isn't bad. He isn't bad on the ground. He's well-rounded there as well. I mean, I believe he's probably higher up on the ranks. Last season, he probably finished ranked maybe like number 2. Dino is very good technical player. And then if we go over to Buck Flair, man, this man is somebody, he wants to get the back of your neck or he wants to put you on your back. It's one or the other, and just dominate you from there, man. Overall top control, great denials from Buck Flair. I'm interested to see, the classic striker versus wrestler.
And they're going straight into it. Dino, I mean, I bet you can guess who he picked, and this is going to be pre-patch as well. Eventually the light heavyweight Israel Adesanya will get patched, so this is going to play in advance to him. But Flair obviously going with his patent calf. Yeah, no respect. There's not going to be. This is a knockdown, drag-out matchup right here, Frank.
Yeah, and I'm honestly very excited to see Dino's Izzy in action, man, because this guy is probably as close to the real thing as you can get in this game. Like, he imitates Izzy's style so well, which is so hard to do, but he's going to use that distance. He's going to use a lot of those long techniques and a lot of feints just to kind of get things going. And as for Buck Flair, we know what he's going to do. You said it earlier, Pride. He was going to go for the Block Boy JB approach. And there's the first one right there.
There we go. There we go. And that's the thing, man. You got to be careful. Buck Flair wants to walk you down, but sitting your back into the cage ain't I. Oh, he gets a denial too. And postures up. And he's using a calf that's a wrestler, so he's going to be able to get a lot of these ground and pound strikes off. Jesus.
Oh my goodness. He really just did half his head health and all of his block right there. Like, that's the thing about these wrestler calves, man. You can piece him up on the feet, but if he gets to the ground, good luck.
Yeah, basically.
This is really dangerous position. This is looking like Jan Blachowicz, Israel Adesanya, where he cannot get up off of his back. Obviously, Buck is as good as it gets when it comes to this grappling stuff, using the Rey Mysterio calf. He is a wrestler himself. Two
armbar.
Naked denials at a top mount, and he's going straight for the armbar. Very low stamina here for Dino. Really solid defense, though, right off the jump. But, I mean, Buck Flair is not the kind of guy that gives up on a submission if it seems as though he could get it. And he's really working, and he's going to cancel it right here before he goes to this other gate. He doesn't. This is big because it's going to get it in. If he doesn't get it right here, he's going to get into full guard. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. Wow, that might have been a blunder there. You definitely don't want to give Dino any opportunities to get his momentum going. Prioxis.
But the thing is, Dino can't be predictable. Right now, if you're in the right, I literally was just about to say that. He wants, that was a nice denial. That was a nice counter denial that he got right there. But we all know Dino wants to get the fight back to the feet, but you have to be patient. You can't just go straight to the posture up because he's going to be looking to deny that posture up all day. See, denies it again. He'll probably give him any other position, but he's not giving him that posture up. No, because he wants him to be on the ground.
Exactly.
See?
He knows that posture up is just a quick R1 right stick flick up, and he's back on the feet. And that is not what Buck Flair wants. And he does a good job to roll him over into the half guard. And now he's back on top and back where he wants to be, man. I mean, this is what Buck Flair does. This is what he wants this fight to look like. He just wants to stay on top, do his damage, and eventually lock up one of those submissions.
And this is what makes him so dangerous too, though. And I'm sure you guys have said this, and we've only heard this time and time again. His ability to go for the submission, but then rain down massive ground and poundings. He's going to be able to work his body. I can't imagine we see Dino getting out of this. Gets it in a half guard. Nice, smart there. Avoid the body damage. But, man, this is just an absolute domination from Buck early on. You know, there's the obvious point where you got to keep the fight standing. That's easier said than done.
Oh, for sure. I mean, how do you guys score that first round?
That's a 1-0 for Buck, easy. I'm pretty sure he had maybe about 3.5 minutes of control time.
Hey, it was a lot.
So I'm looking to see the adjustments that Dino makes. You know, there's some things he can do as far as front kicks. You know,
Ooh, I like that.
Also, when it comes to the clinch, you know, if you don't know the clinch, I know a lot of guys ask me, how do I deal with clinch? Basically, guys, the only way you can deal with clinch is with a cross. No other strike will stop a clinch attempt besides the cross. Not the jab, the cross.
Prize pro tips, ladies and
gentlemen. Yeah, that cross coming from your rear hand, depending on where you're at. Yeah, I mean, this is really good stuff here from Dino. I mean, avoiding being taken down within the first minute, that's a win in of itself, you know, and now you got to take advantage of it, right? Like, you're letting Buck kind of play in your game here, and you're keeping your distance, which is incredibly intelligent as he goes straight for the shot. Good denial. Don't play around. Get right back up as he does. Yeah, I mean, this is as intelligent as it gets from Dino. I mean, you're not, and I say this, it's almost like with Jan Blachowicz. He's kind of being technical, and he's doing a really solid job of avoiding any kind of sequences where he can get into a position. Oh, he goes for the guillotine and stuff. Could it happen? No way.
Imagine.
Could you imagine? If he gets, doesn't look like he's going to get it, but Flair, obviously a really solid submission on both sides, gets out of it. Man, that would have been poetic justice, as we call it. Good denial there again. Praxis, I mean, you know, the guy that you're trying to one-up with your Adesanya series is doing a really solid job of staying off the ground.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'm surprised, you know, because Buck Flair, man, it's relentless grappling, you know. But Buck Flair has shown. Oh, they're going to turn the takedown, though. But at least he doesn't have too much time to work. I think if he allows him to, you know, keep the control time, but don't get off much damage, I think Dino wins his round here for sure.
Yeah, he was looking very polished at the beginning of the round, and for the most part has done an excellent job staying off the ground in this round. Obviously, that's where he is right now, so you only need one to get through, but he fought off those takedown attempts for 3 minutes in the second round. That's got to be an encouraging sign going forward, because it looks like, I mean, he has all the skills to do that going into the third round, and, you know, as this fight moves forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how this fight plays out going forward, or if he's going to be able to get up to end this round. But Buck Flair is postured up, and he can do a lot of damage in a minute here, fellas.
Oh, yeah. And right now, I think, yeah, I mean, going with this is fine, but I personally think he should have just not thrown strikes and just waited on the transition, because obviously Buck is probably going to sit there, throw strikes, and then try to transition with the grapple advantage. Instead, giving him the opportunity to transition because he's throwing strikes. But he gets back up to the feet, turn the takedown, slams him back down. But it doesn't do no damage. That didn't do any damage, so he's just fine. But yeah, I'd say for sure Dino has this round in the bag.
Yeah, and we're not being, you know, we're being as partial as it gets. These judges right here, we're good judges. As he goes for the bulldog choke, just to kind of get points at the end of the round there. Smart, I guess. Man, I can't help but agree with Prioxis and Frank here. You know, if things go our way, we think Dino probably won that round. The thing is you cannot win a round based off control time alone. You have to do damage when you're on the ground.
Exactly.
I mean, you've got to, you know, having position for the entire round is great. And, you know, you can do it if your opponent doesn't do much, but Dino was landing damage in that round, so I feel like that was enough to steal it for him. And we're going to see how things go in round 3.
Oh, there we go.
Buck, he's able to get that
big head rock
into the rock, yeah. And he starts working the body as well. So Dino may be starting to come to life here in the third round. We're going to see what's, you know, how it plays forward. Nice leg kick there to intercept that takedown and stop his momentum on that as well.
That's what I was just about to say. The way he's timing these leg kicks is very intelligent. The vulnerability, good denial there. Obviously, he's killing it. Doesn't get the denial to the back drag. And here it is, the most dangerous position in all of UFC 4. Gets right out of it. Don't blame him. Don't want to play around too much. But if this fight does get back to the feet, I liked what he was doing in Southpaw, right? Like he was able to set up those body kicks, and now Buck's got to kind of play from a position of behind. As we've said, you cannot win based off of control time alone. He already got rocked. So now Buck Flair might have to sell out and do something to win this round back.
We'll see. I don't know. I feel like if you've got enough control time, obviously you can win the round with just
versus the
big
position, though.
free denial.
Now here's the thing: he can't posture up. If he remembers back to round 1, he was in full guard top. Even with this much grapple advantage, the second he does the transition, oh wow, he actually got it. But he's not saying. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, smart there.
Taking him so.
Still a few significant strikes. I'm sure he's thinking just get up. Big lead cross there. Go ahead, Prioxis, man. We know you got something for us.
No. I just expected him to. Oh my, he got a lot of that too. Just takedowns. I mean, he is that. I mean, honestly, Dino is denying a lot of his takedowns. Also, you have to keep in mind, look, with the change to grapple advantage, with the leg health. I mean, you got to think about that with takedowns. They now, he tried to get fancy. I don't know if he should have done that.
Yeah, he didn't pull it off, but it looks pretty. But the thing about, like you were saying, Pride, they did add in the new patch. He's losing some stamina with every takedown that gets denied. So that's something that's gonna be interesting going forward. You know, people.
But the question is he losing enough? Because he shot a lot, right. But I mean, as far as the stamina that he's sitting at now, does it show?
Right. Yeah,
you know?
I don't see it too much because he's gone for what 4, 5 takedowns this round, and most of them got stuffed except that last one. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's having too much of an effect on the gas tank at this point.
Exactly. I know they did just give it a a buff to how much you lose when you shoot a takedown, but I mean, is it bad to argue that it needs to be more?
No, I think this would be great evidence in that argument, to be honest. Just because, no disrespect to Buck Flair, but he's been shooting since the bell started, and like that's all well and good, but if you get denied that many times, you get tired.
Exactly.
Have you tried to take somebody down and they stopped you? Now, have you tried doing that 3 times?
Exactly.
After fighting for 10 minutes, it's
like
not
I'd
easy.
love to see the round.
No, very solid point there. Yeah, and guys, this is your main event. 2 more rounds left. This is the ESFL at its finest. High-level grappling, high-level striking. You get every bit of it. Now, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you think that grappling should be nerfed. I kind of agree with Prioxis there. They're going to touch him up, going for the clinch right away. Can't blame him. This is what T4H does at its best. The Empire itself. Frank, what do you got for us so far, man? Interesting fight.
First of all, can I say that I love that, you christened them the Evil Empire. Like I like that. They're the Empire. They're the Yankees of this sport. But yeah, no, right now Dino looks like he's getting off to a solid rhythm right now. Also, I do want to ask you, who would be Vader in this Empire? We can discuss that later.
Later.
But yeah, no, Dino's getting some good combos in right there. Just trying to keep him away, make sure that he can't get those clinch. Gets his own clinch, does a little bit of damage, breaks it off. And then, yeah, Buck Flair, if you're going to get close enough to clinch him, he's going to try and do the same to you, of course. But good job there to deny that takedown. And a nice spinning back kick there from Izzy to try to wear down that gas tank a little bit.
Wow.
His leg is hurting.
Wow, that was beautiful. You saw that faint low kick go straight to the head kick.
Oh, be careful with the head health.
I think Dino is winning this fight based off damage alone as he gets the drop. Up kick saves the day.
I like that.
Oh, with the knee.
I missed
wow,
it. Oh, there it is.
Big
You're a little bit ahead of me, Pride.
Oh, my goodness.
I love the way he's feinting into like these front kicks and then throwing the roundhouse behind it. That is so pretty to watch to me, bro.
Oh, my goodness. He's styling right now.
Gets another leg rock. Prioxis, he's winning this fight.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, he is styling right now.
You could even say he's bending styles, Pride. Goodness gracious. He's going crazy. Has he entered the style bender state? That's the question.
It looked like he's got confidence. It looked like the confidence is, but look at the head health on him, but he won't be able to take much damage. I can see a front kick just going down the pipe and just finishing him.
Yes.
Oh, overhand. Clinches him.
For as stylish as Dino has been up to this point in this fight, there is one thing that Buck Flair has in his arsenal, in his back pocket. That is that beautiful grappling, and you got to be careful not to get too comfortable here. We've seen Dino as he gets another leg rock.
Man,
Might be time to switch stances there.
He's styling on him right now, man. He's trying to find a pretty highlight reel knockout. And if he keeps this up, he's going to. I mean, Dino looks crisp right now. In round 4, about a minute left, he looks solid.
So this man is looking disgusted. This is like, oh my, I don't even know, bro. Like,
no, I know exactly what you're trying to say here. This is peak Dino. This is what Dino is when he is at his greatest. Completely handling the Evil Empire member, Buck Flair getting another drop. I mean, this is utter domination, and he's definitely up. If he makes it out of this round, Buck Flair is down 1-3. He's gonna have to figure something out. Those leg kicks playing huge dividends coming into the main event. 1 round left as he goes for the body kick feint. My goodness, Proxys, this is as good as it gets. Elite level striking.
I can't be the only one. My hands is like sweating. I ain't even playing.
No, I agree. I'm right there.
Flowing right now, brother. Oh my goodness. This is poetry right now, man. I feel like Dino is kind of writing the book on how to use Izzy in this game. I'm not trying to just sit here and and cap and blow V8 about this performance, but he looks excellent. Let's be honest.
How can you not? How can you not?
I'm trying not to say too much, but man, he's giving me so much to talk about. That uppercut is nice. I mean, he's working right now. He is working.
3 body hooks, a body kick. My goodness, yeah, I have to agree with you guys. This is elite level stuff when it comes down to it. But there's one thing you cannot do. You cannot count a horseman out as he gets another denial. Buck Flair, always dangerous. Even when he's down this bad, he's down horrendous, as they say. This is where it gets dangerous. Yeah, he's down cataclysmic. This is Armageddon-esque down bad. Big front kick. Yeah, I mean, this is where it gets interesting, though. You've got pressure on him. There's something that he can do, and that's standing guillotine. I mean, you got to always think about it. Prioxis, where are we looking at here, brother? 3 minutes. Is that enough to get your game plan into fruition?
It's going to be tough, honestly, because Dino knows this is his decision, so now he can play the game to only have to worry about a decision. I mean, to only worry about this dude trying to get a finish, and he knows the routes to his finish, and it's going to be, ground and pound, which I don't think Buck will go for the rear naked choke. That was risky. What Dino just did there was extremely risky.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just thrown away all the amazing work that you did as he denies the back mount attempt. Gets it into full guard. I mean, this is as smart as it gets. Keep him below your waist and just finish out this fight. You more than likely got the win already as he advances up into half guard. Still not a lot of danger. That arm triangle is not strong. And again, that half guard to sprawl transition has been Dino's best friend this entire fight, Frank.
For sure. I mean, he's been making use of it to keep himself out of too much danger. And, as we're going forward, Buck is looking like he's going to, I'm not going to say finish out the round because it's still a long time, but Buck is just, hanging out on his back, just free flowing here on the ground. But I think it might be a little bit, too little too late at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now, that said,
oh, my gosh. Okay. Ooh.
That said, I would like to point out, I don't like how close it is on the stamina. I understand that Dino has the advantage right now, but how many takedowns has Buck shot and had denied? And also, how many body kicks has he taken? And his stamina is just fine. I don't agree with that personally.
I personally think he should be huffing. Right. I mean, if you think about it, this is 5 rounds, right? And we can go back and, look at the, what's his name?
Like 12 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Aljamain Sterling fight. The dude was gas. He went 1 for 17 on takedowns.
Wow. And
hopefully Dino doesn't try to style or gets a leg rock.
Yeah, this could be dangerous here. Dino, I would have probably liked him to just ride it out, but Dino, being the showman he is, going for the finish. He's going to try and get that beautiful feint. He goes oh my goodness, you can't even talk. This guy is just
that's
elite.
A fight. Oh, and he points at him.
Oh my gosh. The Evil Empire potentially just went down. Unbelievable. All at the hands of a Dino playing Israel Adesanya at his absolute best. My goodness, we really appreciate you, Twitch. We really appreciate you, YouTube. We're going to come down to the decision, and there it is. Unbelievable stuff. Quits out right away. Don't blame him. You did your thing, brother. Congratulations.
To the fight stats. But that was an excellent fight there, man. That was a lot of fun. Hey, hats off to both guys. Buck Flair had some moments there in the first and specifically the fifth. There were some times where it was looking like it was going to be business as usual. He's going to take his opponent down, grind him out, and finish it off. But Dino, I mean, starting in the second round, he turned that takedown defense on, and man, from there he really started finding his rhythm. The second round, you saw him start trying to, he was implementing and striking more. The third round, he kind of started taking some chances. In the fourth round, he was really feeling himself, man. I mean, he was able to just get into a flow there, and I feel like those rounds are the ones that he was able to win that got him this victory tonight, and an excellent performance it was, Pry.
Yeah, for sure. And just to point out something small, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time Dino rocked him, he went 3 body hooks. And the reason for that is 1, you can get a body rock. 2, it drains the stamina. And he's going to try to shoot takedowns all day, and that'll drain the stamina to get him denied. And on top of that, he kicked the leg. So everything he did was to set up to deny, to further making it harder for him to get a successful takedown, killing the stamina, killing the leg, which get the grapple advantage, and then just denying takedowns. It was masterclass.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of that fight, we looked at it and we were saying, oh boy, another T4H showdown doing what they do best. But Dino able to turn the fight around to his favor, handling business when business needed to be handled. You cannot give that man enough credit. That is an absolute killer. He just did all that crazy stuff too. That is as good as it gets. This is what the ESFL gives you, Frank. I know you're agreeing with me here, brother, but this is as good as the ESFL has been in a very long time.
Man, absolutely. And let me just say one thing right now. Can I be on Dino's next fight on commentary, man? That was a treat to watch. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that was his Izzy is a lot of fun to watch. And Pride, listen, all I'm saying is if you get in there, I just want to see, see who's got the best, who can, mix it up. Show me something, Pride. What's up? Let's see what happens. But man,
Honestly,
if you guys
I'm gonna be honest. If I was to fight on ESFL again, I wouldn't want to fight anybody besides Dino or Suave Jamie, respectfully.
interesting. Well,
Great matchups there, Proud.
you heard it here
Both great
first.
matchups.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, do with that what you will. But currently, you're watching ESFL Sunday. Just take a look at some of our events throughout the week. We've got our ESFL network cards on Wednesday nights. Those are usually our affiliate leagues getting the showcase in the spotlight, just so you can go see what we've got coming through the talent pipeline. Fridays, we've got our ESFL 8-ounce Muay Thai events. Saturdays, we've got ESFL cards with Bailey and Bruce Lee Rob, and I'm a Boxer. And you can catch us here on Sundays, but make sure you check us out on Twitch at ESFL Gaming, and YouTube, and drop follows, likes, subscriptions, all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys coming out, and we will see y'all next time. Y'all take it easy. Have a good day.